I should make that longer because I don't have enough time to do all of my dark business. It's like it's several seconds, right? Okay, I'm the only person who does this, right? We can talk about, oh, Studio Ratterday, dude, yeah, what a cool ARG. And we will talk about the ARG later, obviously. But it's just me here, folks. And if I had three people, one of them to click the go button, one of them to say, turn on the Discord notifications, and one of them to say, hey, no more music, Buster. No music in here. Do the whole fucking Footloose for me. That'd be awesome. I don't know how people do it. I see other streamers who are so seamless, and they're like, hi everyone, it's me, the streamer, and guess what? My microphone turns on using the same button as the thing that I use to switch scenes. And I don't know how to do it. Hey, listen. Welcome to Ratterday Night. Is this part of the ARG? Ratterday is Pig Latin for Dratar. Dratar is our purple guy, and we also don't talk about him because he sucks. He's like such a mean bully, and he loves to, kill children and stuff. I feel as though, chat, a toddler having an open glass for the first time. Those of you friends of the channel, followers of the people, will remember my delightful encounter with the Monster Energy sweepstakes, and how I was planning on making a Cat of Nine Tails out of Monster Energy keychains, which you can get for free by entering the code under the tab on your Monster Energy on the Monster Energy sweepstakes website. I did get the last code. But I was concerned. Hold on. Let me go to the Monster Energy website real quick. Enter now under the tab 2023 promotion. Live Nation. Can I get in here? Can I log in? Yes. And look, they've just run out of keychains as well. Hey, this is T for T Cyborg. Also, fuck yes, Monster Energy Whip. Yesterday they had 10 left, and I was like, shit, I seriously gotta pick up the goddamn pace drinking these energy drinks. The problem is I don't want to drink 4 energy drinks in a day. I had 2 codes and 8 keychains to make my Cat of Nine Tails, and I needed 2 more codes to get 1 more keychain to get 9 tails for the cat. Thinking of calling it like a Cat of Monster Tails. Let me know what you think about that. Actually, don't give me feedback because I said it out loud just then. But I'm not gonna drink 4 Monster Energies in one night in an evening. So my genius ass, you know how if you save the yogurt container, it's kind of like a free Tupperware. Well, I gotta tell you, these things have never come in more handy. I get down my yogurt containers, take 4 of them, 4 lids. Yeah, this is meal prep, absolutely. I dump out all the monsters into their own little cups. I put the lid on, put those in the fridge, I take the codes from the tabs, I'm like, bada bing, bada boom. There were 9 keychains left when I checked last, and if I had gone with my original plan of just waiting until Ratterday Night happened and then uh drinking 4 Monster Energies, I don't think I would have made it because right now it says 0. Um, I'm like I feel like such a genius. For some reason, there's 603 wristbands remaining, but no. So I'm just drinking out of a big yogurt cup, and it's also like it's the size of like a yogurt cup. It's like well, like the big one, like the yogurt Tupperware that you can get for like a few delicious snacks or perhaps to dollop onto your cereal, right? But it's huge. It absolutely dwarfs my little paws. Like I have to hold it with both hands and take little sips, like a baby at Outback Steakhouse who's just discovered like oh man, Outback Steakhouse is pretty fun. One time as a child, this is how you know I was a fucking crazy child. I discovered spitballs while at an Outback Steakhouse. Like you like wad up some paper, put it in your mouth, shoot it through a straw. I discovered that while I was at an Outback Steakhouse, while it was my cousin's birthday, and I hit my cousin with so many spitballs that he cried on his birthday. And that's a true story, baby. It doesn't get more true than that. But yeah, so I have a sippy cup full of Monster Energy now. Hi Claire, I love you. Um, yeah, I know, right? I listen. I know all y'all in chat are wishing you had my spitballs. Don't, don't lie to me. Anyway, I think it's time we start the show. Making kids cry on their birthday is based, actually. Let's start the show.
You gotta try it in a certain way.
Wait, what the fuck, guys? We left the couch in here? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hold
Fuck.
on. Don't talk yet. Don't talk yet. Someone left the fucking couch in. It's on wheels. What's your goddamn problem? Hold on. Hold on. What the fuck, dude? I swear to God, I gotta do everything here. It's an actual problem. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Do you want to maybe move it at like more than a few feet per hour? No, apparently not. Apparently OSHA doesn't let you do that, huh? Fuck, man. Ever since Studio Ratterday unionized, I've been having a fucking problem. Hi. Oh my God. Now I have to read this thing. What's up?
I know fun. We're very professional over here.
Cool. Puppy and Sprig are both sex workers. They work through Twitter and OnlyFans. We're going to talk a lot about sex work later, though. The part that fascinates me, and what we're here to talk about, is their 24/7 pet/owner relationship. I'm quoting Puppy here. I own it in all possible ways, control its daily routine, ability to, I don't think I can say that on Twitch. Basic tasks like use the restroom. That's fine. We love using the restroom. Often choose outfits I wanted to wear, workout routine, dietary decisions during all of this, based on the sake of maximizing its ability to sub, as well as or sorry, I did not. I was like, I kind of practiced this beforehand because I was really expecting to get flustered. Why don't you explain it? Hang on, why am I reading like 300 words about this when you could just tell me what it is?
No, it's fine. This is I think a great way to go about talking about
Yeah, go ahead. Talk about it.
it.
Thank you, Phantom Z, for
Yeah.
saying all possible ways.
Yeah, it is all possible ways. That's correct. Good job. Um yeah, no, this is my dog Sprig. Say hi, Sprig. Hello. And anyone who has seen either of these ads on Twitter knows a little bit about it already. Um, but yeah, I own it. I control its like daily routine and stuff. I control when it's allowed to have release on certain things. I control its diet to a degree. I control its workout routine at home to a degree. It keeps me updated on where it is at all times, when it's going to be placed, and things like that. And I do most of it in accordance with not only helping elevate it to the best sub that it can be, for both myself and for itself and personal fulfillment, but also trying to generally improve its quality of life. So we do things like it has daily affirmation routines, and I keep it more stringent on its medication, and I'm keeping up with good healthy eating practices and things like that.
Hell yeah. I'm supposed to have daily affirmations, but I don't like myself that much, so it's not that big a deal. Um,
Yeah.
that's cool. How did this come about? Sorry, I'm distracted
Um,
because I'm like luxuriating in the delicious peach tea of my uh Monster Energy that's been left
of
out
your
for a day, and so
yogurt container,
pardon?
of your yogurt container, or you have an actual can?
No, man, this is yogurt container all the way.
Yeah.
As someone in a pet owner dynamic, we're interested in this conversation. Whoa, I'm interested in it too. Not for any reason, obviously.
Yeah, babe, do you want to talk about how we met?
I don't. You had posted just like an introductory post on Lex,
Not an ad, Lex sucks.
and it was about Empty Spaces Twitter. If anyone listening is aware of what that is,
Right, yeah.
And I just said like hello, like I was just like, oh, someone who is also in this community. I want to reach out and say hello.
Yeah.
And then saying hello turned into some flirting, and then yeah.
And then it turned into no, I at the time didn't have a sub who I could really work on my impact stuff with, and it didn't have a regular dom for that either. So we're like, why don't we meet up? We'll do a little scene. It'll be fun. We'll see how it goes. And then it went to I Own It now.
Hell yeah. I mean,
Also, oh, sorry, go ahead.
that was a huge leap. Was there a reason? Like, was that the plan from the beginning that you were just gonna abduct this thing?
We both specifically were kind of looking for something more casual. We were both in relationships, and we still are. We're poly as well. But we were both in relationships and pretty fulfilled with those at the time. So that wasn't something we were looking for. We were just like both.
When we first met up, it was like under the like agreements that we would like see each other like maybe once a month.
Yeah, we were like, this goes well. We can do it like semi-regularly, like a fun little release thing. I can work on my form more, like we can have like satisfying scene work and stuff like that. Because there's something very specifically fulfilling about engaging in like a mutual kink like that. That's very cathartic. And so we figured like once a month or so.
How long did once a month last?
Did it?
Not even a month.
Yeah, I was like, we met up again later that month, like a week or two later, because we really enjoyed the scene. Was it 2 or 3?
I want to say like
We almost made it a month. Look how good we are at maintaining our preset boundary.
That's incredible. Fan, we'll talk about Empty Spaces later, but if you don't know, you're probably not. Like, I don't know how you got here, actually.
All of you listening, you should go to Empty Spaces to find a girlfriend. I think that every should go to Empty Spaces to find.
Go to emptyspaces.com. It's
emptyspaces.com.
our universe's version of Christian Mingle.
All now will throw in a free set of butter knives.
This is what we call a bit. Don't do that.
Don't do
Go
that.
to Empty
do it
Spaces, find a girlfriend. Whatever. I'm an Empty Spaces girlfriend. Am I? I actually don't really want to own that because I'm like a free agent, first of all.
I was like, you never
I don't know. Sorry. Never mind. Whatever.
Anyways, if you don't know, you probably won't, or probably shouldn't.
Probably
Don't
shouldn't.
worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't go
Just
there.
don't worry
You'll
about
find it or you won't.
It's like it's the elephant graveyard, man. Like, don't worry about it.
EmptySpaces.com does exist. Fuck you.
Does it exist? Hold on.
Incredibly loud and correct buzzer noise.
EmptySpaces.com. It's loading.
But oh shit.
No, dude, it's just being squatted by some fucking faggot at safenames.org.
Oh, you loser.
I've never wanted to kill myself more. Sorry, we were saying?
Jesus Christ.
Well, you can say a lot on Twitch, huh?
Oh yeah, no, I mean, this is the thing. They love it when I'm like, I want to kill myself. I'm making art. But as soon as I'm like, a penis goes into a butthole, it's like, shut it down. Get her out of here. We do not fucking affiliate with this. Anyway. What's up?
Yeah, anyways, questions or anything about that? Or do you want us to just kind of like, what would you like explained?
We'll get back to empty. Let's not
No,
get
not on Empty Spaces. I was
No.
sorry. I was circling back to the dynamic.
okay.
I just didn't let you know.
Man, these are such nerd ass questions. What the hell? Who wrote these?
No, go ahead. I like them.
Um,
They're good. I prepped for them specifically. So
You prepped for that? You made notes? Why does everyone make notes? I specifically tell people not to make notes.
I didn't make notes. I said I prepped for them.
Oh.
Like those were the ones I was thinking
Oh,
about.
you're prepared. This is great. Thank you. What did you prepare?
Okay.
Do you have slides?
Also, literally, ask questions right now.
This one's for Sprig, actually. I'm skipping one to trip you up, because I hate
Fuck you.
Yeah, I wish we weren't friends, to be honest with you. Anyway,
We're great. You love me.
Sprig, what's the appeal of being a dog specifically?
Because I am a dog.
That's understandable, but surely you found your way there somehow. Most people aren't born dogs. Most dogs are born dogs. All right, never mind. Fuck.
Most dogs are.
I've talked myself out of it. All right. Answered my own question. What's up with being a dog, though?
The real answer, I don't know if you can like say that on
Do you want to?
What?
Do you want to?
trauma. I mean,
Oh, you can
it's
talk
along-
about trauma. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's me being
Yes, filler words like Mad Libs.
That's the gentle way of putting it.
You use Mad Libs filler words to talk about.
Use TikTok words. Who got
I
unalived?
I don't use TikTok.
Oh.
Can you
so I don't know
show
what
us?
it means.
Can you show us on the stuffed toy where the battery?
I got distracted by that. I was thinking about stuffed toys just then, and nothing else.
Yeah, no, I mean part of it's like a gender thing too. So
Mhm.
that's
I guess yeah, that's a kind of fucked up thing to ask, to be like, so what's up with your gender?
yeah.
Alright.
What's up with yours?
What's up with mine is it's fine. I'm a boy. I don't know.
Yeah, you have a super normal gender.
I'm a fucking normal ass boy from Kingston, Ontario. That's not true. Imagine if I was from Kingston. God.
God, imagine. I know where that is. That's a real place.
Yeah, Kingston, Ontario. They love it there. I can't.
All of the people.
Beautiful people there.
You call them that? Is that? Sorry, is that?
Are you allowed to call people from Kingston people? That's actually a really good
Yeah,
question.
well, just like in
was a joke.
general.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I've been bamboozled. I've been put on the back foot. Me walking in here and asking, "What's up with being a dog, though? Like, why?" And of course, there are no people in Kingston. But
Yeah.
I'm so sweaty. I apologize. I'm feel like a dead pig.
As we're all in the same room right now, we can definitely see that.
Yeah, I'm so wet. It's incredible. You could slide me down a slip and slide without turning it on.
Also, can I just say the Snoopy house is more appreciated than you realize?
No, I
Yeah,
knew it
for
would
real.
be. I knew it would be.
Great. You did your research.
What's your relationship to the Peanuts cartoon and comic series then? Let's get fucking ribbled with it. Let's get in there.
My fifth grade teacher was more or less obsessed with the Peanuts comics.
Mm.
And he had a lot of like decorations throughout his room, and he would give out like a lot of like various like stickers or like various things that were related to the Peanuts comics. Like it just meant a lot to him, because it was something he grew up with, and I just like ended up reading a lot of the Peanuts comics during that time, and I connected with it a lot.
Yeah.
And it's just been like a
Do you have a favorite
special
character?
thing. Snoopy.
Oh, well, obviously.
Yeah, Snoopy's the best.
Well, I don't know. I like Charlie Brown a lot. I sort of don't buy into the in-universe bullshit about Charlie Brown. I'm kind of a free thinker like that. What am I talking about?
I don't know.
My dad was obsessed with Peanuts, so when I brought that up, I was like, let's have a challenge, and I realized it was only gonna be challenging for me.
Yeah.
Let's talk about consent. What's important about negotiating consent in 24/7 scenarios like this?
Yeah, so early on, especially in the pre-proper formation of our dynamic, one of the things that we like focused really heavy on was both like consent beforehand, ways to talk consent during, and ways to negotiate consent after. So it's really really important to do check-ins and things like that, like while you're doing a thing and beforehand, and like but like afterwards, talking about what worked in the scene, what didn't, what you'd like to do more or less of. And then once we had more of a like foundation of trust built up with that, it was easier to negotiate like ways you can like not need as like very verbal communication with it, ways that like it can be more like implicitly understood, or ways that you're comfortable with it being restricted to a degree. And it is like this growing, evolving thing. It's not a talk you have once. It's a constant conversation over the course of your dynamic, and it's always evolving between whoever is involved, as long as you're both open and excited for it to do so. But you should always have a session 0 before you do any scene. Treat it like a D&D campaign. It basically is one everyone gets together and role plays, and there's scheduling conflicts nonstop.
I really don't appreciate the D&D comparison. I wish
Too bad. I did not your campaign, so get fucked.
some other tabletop at least. I guess. Sorry, go ahead.
Listen, I don't mean D&D specifically as in only. I mean general. It's the Kleenex of tabletops. All right.
Oh, okay,
you don't need
yeah.
to buy it, but you can talk about a thing like it, and it's fine. And if you have a different opinion, you might go wrong and pedantic.
Tissues. Anyway.
Kink is like tissues, is what you're saying. Yes.
Kink is like tissues. Use them, throw them away. That's the only way to do it. Oy vey, Rach, come on now. I guess what kind of like intrigues me is like what's the jump between like we're, you know, friends or partners meeting up and like you beating the shit out of each other too. And obviously I'm oversimplifying because I'm a bitch. Who cares? But that too. Now I control what you dress, and I control how you eat, and also, we're both like big chilling, and this is awesome.
Yeah. So it definitely depends on who you are as an individual, and like what you want, on both ends. Because like on my end of things, that means that I am okay and excited to have a lot more like daily responsibility in how I not only live my life but help someone else live theirs. And Sprig can talk for its side of things with it. I'll let it do that.
And when you are on my side of things, you are looking for someone to help you have structure in your life, and you also have to be genuinely willing to listen to that instruction. Like, I feel like it's really easy it's really easy to follow orders when they're hot. It's not easy to follow orders when they're hard.
Mm.
And you need to be willing to do those things when it might feel impossible to. And that is like if you're having like a really bad brain day and you're being really, really mean to yourself, saying something nice about yourself, or like saying something affirmative, like might be the hardest order to follow in the whole world. Like it doesn't even have to be like something like even like sexy or anything like that. Like it can literally just be like little things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think definitely our biggest growing points in our dynamic have been like moments when something really, really difficult was happening and I gave an order to help try to alleviate the situation to a degree and had to like be firmer about like because like it's hard and you want to say no. And like ultimately it often has the option of safe wording out of things if it needs to, but in moments like that, I tell it that I really need it to. Well, I don't really need to tell it anymore. But we've had conversation. But like those are the times that really defines like how in this we both are. Is like when it's willing to do its absolute best to follow the difficult orders and to get through that moment, because then that can further affirm that like not only is it devoted to what it's doing, but also that like I'm devoted to it, to making sure that its life is fulfilling and good, and that it isn't alone and it has that structure and support even when it feels like it doesn't.
That's so sweet. That's actually like that's sorry, I've got a little flustered because I'm like, wow, what a beautiful relationship.
Yeah, we like it.
Okay, good. Well, that's important. I was gonna ask that actually was my next question is like, do you like, are you chilling? Blink twice kind of thing. No, I would not be an accomplice in that kind of, sorry, what's up?
I said, I don't know if you noticed, but we haven't blinked this whole time.
Wow. Did you teach it to do that?
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of effort.
I know, right? It's a good trick. That's why it's awesome. It's not canon.
That's not canon?
That's not canon.
Okay. Hold on. Sorry, I'm also doing stupid shit in the background. I had an idea for a bit, but now I'm like, maybe I should just be focusing on
develop a bit during us pouring our hearts out. It's great.
No, I'm listening. This is beautiful. Like, this is a great podcast you're making here, Rachel. I love listening to it. I'm so like I'm just completely thrown off by how beautiful this whole thing is. Like I like I'm like kind of a dark, kind of brooding, like evil little mascot of darkness. But like dang, surely anyway, whatever. Now I'm being made fun of. I actually don't care and I'm not talking anymore.
No, we think it's sweet.
No, we will think it's incredibly sweet.
Yeah. We don't get to share this part of our dynamic very often, so this is really cool.
Hell
we actually appreciate coming on. It's really nice.
Oh, cool. I'm glad because I'm like genuinely. First of all, it's nice, right? Like it's really nice to hear two people who very clearly love each other a lot talk about each other, and also, Nito, you're a dog.
We're dogs.
Now I've seen everything. Man, no, fuck, come on, guys. We're not, okay, I'm gonna go have a celebrity temper tantrum about this. What the fuck? Alright, no. That was my... Sorry, I'm gonna need to take a deep breath here. Who was like, well, let's put that up. Let's put that in the... Sorry, I'm reading off of a teleprompter, and none of these are my real feelings. And they used one of my good jokes, but they fucked it up. They cut off the whole part of it. Anyway, whatever. Rachel playing friends versus Rachel during Ratterday night. What does that mean? Bites your damn fucking ear off. I don't know. How are you a puppy and a dom? I thought those were opposite positions. I'm not
Right,
doing the
internet
joke.
that was a good bit. So the thing is, right? So like puppy girl became a term online that people liked a lot to describe more an aesthetic and a vibe for some people. Um, but like dog is in dog is in dog is in theory, and dog is in gender, not dog as in online puppy. I also have a dog that is online, so by technical definition, online puppy, but not like puppy girl you see on TikTok.
It's just
Um,
there's so many different types of dogs that like it's awesome.
I'm a Samoyed specifically.
That's crazy. Why
Um,
is it? Does your fur look like skin?
that I will have an actual really bad time if we start doing that.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Sorry.
no, you're good. Just that very, very dysphoria.
Sensitive subject.
Oh,
Very, very ouchy.
I apologize. I was talking about this specific art, but that's fine. It's
Oh
not.
no, that's just the lighting actually.
Oh, okay.
In like the original, it's a little bit more detailed and has like a background that contrasts pretty
Oh,
well,
I
and the white
see.
pops.
I see. I understand. Oopsies. My bad.
Yeah,
Let's
you're good.
zoot scoot.
Yeah, yes, puppy Dom is. I thought it would be funny to rebrand, and I was like, what am I going to rebrand as? Because I used to do sex work, but in a not dommy way, which no one gets to see.
Really?
Yeah, which no one gets to see.
Mm.
But I had started leaning more into the fact that I liked dumbing in my personal life and stuff, and it has made people like my content a lot more, which makes sense because I'm doing stuff that I like. And I was like, I'm a puppy and a dumb, so puppy dumb.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Can I ask what made you like do the switch, or you don't want to talk about the before times at all?
The before times were fine. I was trying to appeal to a broader audience rather than appealing to the niche that I was a part of, and that is never the right move. Take notes. This is going to be on the test. If you're going to make any kind of content of any variety, doing a thing you like doing will ultimately probably be more successful and more fun for you than a thing that you think other people will like. Because you don't like that thing, and making content is hard. And so if you already don't like the thing and then try to make content about it, it's gonna suck. It's gonna not be as good as the people who like that thing making content about it.
Yeah. I remember I used to do
So-
Pokemon card unboxings. I never gave a
Yeah,
shit about Pokemon cards. In that,
If you give a shit about something and you want to make content about it, do that. If you don't give a shit about something, just don't fucking engage with it, and it's fine.
Mhm.
And you'll find weird people who like your weird shit too. I did. I found a fucking dog, and now I get to hit it a lot.
all the time, even.
All the
Whoa! Just right now?
no.
Oh, okay.
Of course not. That's not what it was. Twitch wouldn't like that.
Twitch
like
Twitch is, I think Twitch is fine if you're like hitting each other and you're just bros, but if you're both girls, then it's like, well, girl is a strong word.
nothing wrong with.
Nothing wrong is, there you go. Nothing wrong with two dogs fighting on Twitch, dude. I should start streaming dog fights. I love that.
Oh, you're so
This is
right.
like adopt like some like scrappy little animals and just make them kill each other for entertainment.
Sprig is doing her best to not fucking bust out laughing right now, and I had to walk away for a second and come back.
That's interesting. What did I do?
Yeah, it's an interesting. It's just a little like bit. The dog thing was good. Was good.
Oh, thank you. I like dogs. So
Yeah,
know.
we do too.
whoa, crazy.
Dogs are great.
Sprig, you're
Do we
sorry. What's up?
questions?
I was gonna say, Sprig, you're something of a fighting dog yourself. Do you want to talk about that?
I mean, there's not really that much to talk about.
No, but you know, hype yourself up. Tell us about the character. One of the Ratterday Night has a storied history of we every season we do a wrestling episode. This is not that episode, but it could be soon.
Like, I don't really have, like, that's sort of the thing. I've only been training for 3.5 months. I really don't have much to show at this point.
Understandable. Well, it is a thing that exists. Go get after it. There's a cool picture associated with it.
There's a really cool picture associated with it.
That's
There is. Yeah.
yeah. I remember
Um,
that much. Hold
I
on.
am trying to build up the hype for it, but I don't really have anything else to show for it at this time.
Yeah, it's doing really cool training stuff though. I get to see videos sometimes. It makes me so proud.
What do you hype about it? What makes you hype about it?
It's fulfilling a
I
lifelong
wasn't
dream.
talking to you. I was talking to the person who's doing it. The dog that's doing it. I'll be more careful with my language. I apologize.
This is professional wrestling has been a dream of mine since I was 3 years old.
Hell
It has been the one constant in my life that I've always wanted to be a professional wrestler. And I've just never had the opportunity until recently to actually like get involved in the business, and I'm pouring everything I have into it
yeah.
because it's like, aside from my personal relationships, this is everything to me.
Hell yeah. Are you able to talk about how you got into the business a little bit, or is that like top secret?
A friend of mine told me about some local schools in the area, and then I looked into them, and then I that yeah.
Hell yeah. That's Hold on, I'm doing effects because I want to Zoot Scoot to chat questions in a second, but I forgot that. Well, you know what? We can just show off my bad job. I forgot that I'd left the chat questions area with like a big Dracula and also Castle Bram, and
Well, this is fun.
yeah, I mean it's
He's
beautiful
been
out.
in the,
Right at home.
Goodbye,
Yeah.
Dracula.
he's been in the studio the whole time. You might as well hang out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel bad. I freaked out last time. Like he popped up from behind the couch, and I was like, "Oh shit, we've been talking smack about Dracula this whole time. He's probably here to be
Oh.
like, he's probably here to like bite our necks or like kill us or whatever." But
It's actually a really harmful stereotype.
yeah, you know what? And I am like learning about that.
You could have just given him a kiss, and it would have made everything
You ever
better.
thought about just smooching?
What's that? Sorry,
Just give Dracula a little smooch.
Just a little.
I'm not interested in Draculas like that.
Well,
You've made this an interesting. Here we go. We'll have Sprig. You can just have your head sticking out of the camera. That'll work.
I like it.
yeah, it's good.
It
It's
works.
fairly nice.
Get rid of this tree. I'm so mad at myself for leaving such a big mess. Hey chat, send your questions. I had one more, which is, what do you get out of it? What parts of this arrangement are fulfilling for both of you? Who wants to go first?
Well, there's like the physical fulfillment, obviously, because which you can see in various places on the internet. It's really fun to be able to engage.
I wonder if
just-
physical fulfillment counts as a pornographic description.
God, so many things are physically fulfilling. Eating a good meal.
Yeah, but I don't
creating
think
a
Jeff
meal,
Bezos wants you to do that either, to be honest.
working a shift at an Amazon factory.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now
there
you're
you go.
speaking my language.
Yeah, that's what we mean. You can see that on the internet, please.
Good one. I did catch that.
So
That was
there's
good.
that aspect. Like, there's something really nice about being able to. I see kink for me as a very artistic outlet, more than it is like a like a sensual or sexual one, primarily. It still is that for me, but like first and foremost, it definitely is like my impact stuff is me making art, and having someone to collaborate with like Sprig, who is just to that same degree of professionalism and respect in it, even in like very casual moments, is an amazing experience. I am an incredibly lucky dom to have a sub like Sprig. And I earn that for sure. I am fantastic at what I do, but I cannot overstate like how fulfilling it is just to be able to work with somebody who takes it as seriously and feels the same way about it as I do. It's just a really, really rare treat.
Oh yeah.
There's also something incredibly nice about knowing that like a dynamic of how somebody is inherently like helping nurture them into the entity that they would like to be, and getting to watch like someone I love and I'm so close to like grow with me in that regard is extremely wonderful.
That's every second word about this. I'm like, wow, that's so beautiful. I'm overwhelmed by the beauty of it all. I've been very overwhelmed with beauty lately. Um,
There's so much beauty in the world.
that's so true. Did you know some chemicals glow?
That's crazy.
Do you ever, well, I can't talk about that, but it's crazy. Sprig, would you like to share?
For me, it is incredibly fulfilling in both, like, obviously there is, as was said, the physical ways, as well as like the physicality helps with, for whatever reason, I don't know why, helps regulate my brain.
No, and that makes
When
sense.
when I'm in a really bad place.
It's centering.
Um, I can spend some time with Puppy, and then I'm not really having such a bad brain time anymore. And as well as like the things that were stated earlier and the things that Puppy said about it, like it's like also for me, as well as like, I mean, we've been talking mostly about like the impact stuff, but like also as a sub, like I am a service sub, like almost first and foremost. And acts of service are an incredibly important way for me to show that I love and care for somebody. I have trouble generating empathy for people, and so, or for a lot of different entities, and so when I can, taking care of people is the best way that I can show that I care for them in that way.
Oh,
And so also like on top of like, sure, we do impact stuff, but like as well as like I am Puppy's boot black. Like I keep Puppy's boots clean
that's so
and
fucking
maintain.
sweet. That's the cutest thing in the fucking world. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't take off my own boots anymore. I will forget to at my own house when Sprig isn't there.
That's so fucking
I
cute.
didn't know.
Goddamn
I
screen.
didn't know. It's amazing. Yeah, I don't touch my boots. If Sprig's around, I don't have to think about it. I just know that it's gonna do that.
That's incredible. That's adorable.
Yeah.
That's the cutest thing in the fucking world. I might scream. I swear to God.
And yeah, and like I don't like being in someone else's space when they need help and doing nothing.
Mm.
I am very much like oh, you have things that like need to be done around your place. Can I do that for you, or will like some people find it offensive. And so like I have to like ask before. I've learned to ask beforehand before just like going and tidying places up. But like that to me is like having a tidy living space is incredibly important for my own mental health. And I know that a lot of other people, it is actually really incredibly important for theirs, whether or not they have like the space or energy to do that. And if I can help out and improve their lives by doing that, then I don't see why I shouldn't.
Marble says, who could find that offensive? That's crazy. You started saying that, and I was like, if someone came into my room and started putting shit away, I would fucking scream.
Well, okay, so like I will preface like I would not touch somebody's like bedroom. Like this is like common spaces, like
Oh.
a living room or a kitchen, or like your dining room, like common spaces that are like, yeah, like I'm not gonna touch somebody's bedroom or like a obviously like private or personal space.
Well, my
Because
bedroom is kind of a mess.
I would find that invasive on my own behalf.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Do we want to move to chat question? I just heard you whisper. You that
Sorry,
excited?
it's a cool question. Also, the sex is nice.
Hell yeah. Well, no, we can't say that. The sex is bad.
Oh, sorry.
Sex is bad.
Sex smells.
We don't like
bad.
it.
I hate it.
No, none of it. No, thank you.
I forgot.
Jesus.
You're so awesome, so great. Like there's no slip ups, and all of a sudden we're talking about
Obvious.
P and V or P and P or whatever.
No, that was a comedy, but that was a quote.
P2P, BTC, LGBT.
That was a quote.
What's up? Oh yeah.
I said that was actually me quoting a joke that someone else made.
Oh, a joke about like
Because there's no way, because that's actually terrible.
You would think.
Everyone hates it.
Yeah. You would think that would be.
And anyways,
Chat questions?
chat question.
Is there anything Sprig tried to let Puppy control, but decided it didn't like?
Is there? You've asked for things to be yours before. I think that might be the closest. Is there? We've had conversations that you felt like you had too much control over something that I was restricting, and you asked for less of it.
Like what?
Can't say that. You can't say that on the internet. Having a really great time. Sprig felt like it was having too many really great times. And so it said, "Hey, can you make it to where I have less great times?"
Oh. Aw.
And now it doesn't get any great times until I get a letter.
A letter?
Yeah, it's gonna buy me a litter of puppies.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I thought you
It's gonna
said
go-
letter.
it's
I
gonna go
thought you
fine.
would like put its great time in an envelope and mailed it to yourself like a notary. I think you can.
Does that?
What's up?
Oh, your wings maybe?
But that's not that. But that's
yeah.
that's
No,
not,
that's different.
Because I never let you control them. I
No,
specifically
you
made them
specifically-
I asked.
Yeah.
What is that?
So no.
So pretty much every part of my dog is mine. But it asks for like one specific thing. That's it's personal stuff, and I'm not gonna share it without it saying. But it was like, can this piece of me be mine? And that is, I think, the closest to that question, because I did honor that, because it like gives so much of itself over to me elsewise. The only reason I even think that's close is because I'm used to saying that it's like so wholly and completely mine, and it is. There's just like this one thing that like it's very proud of it. It is personal, and I'm not going to elaborate on it. So just get vague at, I guess. But yeah, no, anything that I've ever taken control of, Sprig has been delighted about.
That's adorable.
I could probably take more control over its life and be happy.
Can you list some points of control just so we get an idea of the space?
I
I mean, okay,
thing.
so like
Good times,
twice a day.
obviously. Oh, twice. Okay, yeah. Actually, Sprig, talk about your routine.
Yeah. So so twice a day I have to stretch for about like 15 minutes. Sometimes I go a lot longer than that. So twice a day I end up stretching for about half hour, maybe to an hour total. During that I have to do like affirmations. I have to check in and make sure that I brush my teeth. I have to make sure that I take my medications. I will check in on days when I'm doing intense physical activities, like going to training. I have to make sure that like I eat on those days, like actual meals, or at least like something that is substantial enough to act as fuel for the day. There's
You have workout routines twice a week.
I have workout routines twice a week that I have to do. I have
If I ever tell you to wear a certain outfit, you wear it, but usually pick out really cute stuff. So I already like it.
that's cute.
Yeah, it does all of that twice a day, plus any additional orders that I give it on like variations of days. Yeah, that's sort of a lot of the data save stuff. And then there's restrictions on like things that we can't talk about on Twitch that are more detailed.
Yeah,
I guess.
crazy good times and
Crazy good things.
different stretches you can
But
do,
also,
probably, I would imagine.
things that it can look at to get inspiration for its crazy good times is also restricted.
What? Okay, wait. I'll
Yeah.
have to text you about this because I'm actually very curious. You can't.
I really like.
What's. Pardon?
I said I kind of like having to dance around what we're talking about. It's fun.
It's like a little game. We're like little spies sneaking around in the Twitch.tv infrastructure, talking about crazy good times and consuming content,
Yeah.
controlling what TikToks it's allowed to watch.
Yeah, controlling the content it generates.
It generates? Oh, all right. Cool. Who asked? I claim this question if it was yours. How is/was the agreement to enter the relationship? What's the equivalent of a signed contract to agree to it? That was someone. I don't know who.
So when I formally took ownership of it, we were out on hold on. What are we looking at? Oh, you're looking at the details of that. We were out on a beach, looking at the ocean, and I ran with it because I wanted to be dogs running on the beach, and then I just looked in its eyes while like it was sunset on the beach in the Pacific, and I asked to be its owner. Or no, you asked.
No,
That's right. You
no,
asked.
I was gonna say that's wrong. That's wrong.
I'm used to being the one to initiate things.
We were out on the beach.
You-
It was the afternoon still because
It was later. It was like 4 something.
Yeah, that's afternoon.
Oh, I consider evening.
No.
It's bold.
I know. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I just caught on to
It was the afternoon. We were out on the beach. I had just had a really bad breakup a couple weeks earlier, and just being out on the beach with Puppy, and it did chase me. Like we chased and like ran on the beach, and that was really fun and stuff. And then like I just had this moment where I just was like, well, fuck. I know eventually I want to ask Puppy to be my owner. What is literally a more perfect fucking time than the two of us being out on the fucking beach looking at the ocean? And I hadn't seen the ocean since I was like a kid, since I was like 12. So it was like a really important moment for me, and it just felt like literally like I was like, there's no other time that I want to ask this question, so I'm doing it now.
That's so that's so adorable. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we
no,
did a
I'm just
movie.
sitting here kind of blushing. Like, wow. And you did it the feminist way.
Afterwards I was like, I was gonna ask you, and like I was waiting till it was at least a month after because I was trying to be respectful of like giving you time to heal, but I was so excited to ask you, and then you asked me, which I was like,
That's so feminist. What the hell? Dude.
Yeah, we're girl dogs.
Hell yeah. Dude. Burn the nipple, free the bra. I love it.
Girl dog bosses.
Girl dogs.
Rachel trying not to cry. Shut up, man. I've had a hard week. Like, seriously. Keep it to yourself. Don't want to hear about it. Fan wants to know, is there a leash and collar involved when y'all meet up and walks and shit, or is it more domestic? I think it's both, from what I've heard.
Yeah, it's both. Less leashes because its fucking cunt of an ex stole its leash, but
Is it a nice leash?
I had
Yeah.
4, and she took all of them.
All
And
4 nice
3 of
ones?
them- Yes, I had a 5-foot long leather leash that was like really, really nice leather. And then I had 2 that were specifically like aesthetic leashes that I would wear for like various outfits when I would like go out drinking with friends and stuff like that. And I had another one that was like a not even half-foot long leash, like a choke leash. That was also made from a really nice leather material.
Yeah, I mean, who needs more than half a foot, really? You know? Patches has a question. I'm sorry to hear about all of your leashes being stolen. That's fucking awful.
fine. I stole her bit.
You stole her bit?
Bitch.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I just put the dots. I remember this whole... I just put the fucking pieces together. Wow, that was surprisingly recent. Rachel was in people's lives. Rachel is Rachel. Patches wants to know, I find myself in the company of puppy girls and various Therian folk. What are some cool gift ideas and gestures for Therians? Think
Pet
about
them. Pet them. Pet your friends. Pet them.
Pet them, and then also if you're looking for gifts, if they're dogs, get them dog bowls.
Yes.
Or
chew
or
toys.
like chew toys, or like even like get them like if you know their favorite color, get them a tennis ball in their favorite color.
If you know any, sorry, go ahead.
If like that's yeah.
If you know any cats, I have a boyfriend that's a cat. You're gonna get a small saucer. You're gonna fill that bitch with milk. You're gonna heat it up for a small amount of time, like you test like you do for like a baby bottle, and then pet the cat while they drink a small saucer of milk. You will never have a happier Therian cat around you. I swear to fucking Christ.
Do you ever do creme de la
Get that
creme a la
in
Edgar?
A small yes. Get them creme de la creme a la Edgar, and they will love you unconditionally.
Can we get the creme de la creme scene on? Thank you. We're working
Okay.
on that.
God, your team's pretty fucking like loosey goosey around here, RH.
Hey,
Couple of characters back in the booth.
do you want to you want to have a problem with my team? Like, hey,
Oh, I'm trying to build lore, Rachel. God.
I'm also building lore by being fiercely defensive of my people despite them all being fucking incompetent.
Damn, ouch.
Damn.
I hate the binging with Babish industrial complex where
What is that? What the fuck is that?
I typed in creme de la creme a la Edgar, and instead of getting the original scene, I got the jump scare, by the way. The badging with Bimbish. I mean, sorry. Well, who cares? Yeah. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
If you can prepare a snack for your Therian friend, I think that's like better than having a good time.
Few things you think that animal would like. If somebody calls them a person, correct that person. That makes the is a small thing that really helps. It's like it is not that different feeling for most Therians than like if somebody gets misgendered and their friend just corrects it. Like it's just nice to know that your friend does that for you.
Sorry, by the way. Several
No,
times.
you're like people doing what they do with like best effort and everything like that, and slipping up every now and then is different than somebody just outright not doing it.
It's just because I'm a person, and so I expect everyone else to be, but that's not usually the case.
Very human-centric view, Rachel.
Yeah, sorry. I'm white. I never learned anything.
That is different.
Marble says
That is
food
different than what we're
processor. Damn straight, there's a fucking food processor. I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
if I was Therian, which I'm not, you could totally get my ass with a food processor. What does that mean? Okay, well now, okay, you know what? I'm way off track. Heat up a saucer of milk. Make
Yep.
creme de la creme a la Edgar. Marbles
That's
wants.
it. That's the only thing you can get them.
I mean, like, I feel like any Therian given a saucer of milk, even if it's like a dog, I don't think a dog's gonna turn its nose up at. I mean, Sprig, would you turn your nose up at like a nice warm saucer of milk with like cinnamon and vanilla in it? Is that too delicate for your dog-like sensibilities?
No, Sprig wanted to know if it had to be warm.
Oh,
Like a nice, cool, refreshing bowl of milk.
I guess it's pretty warm right now, but in the winter, I bet you'd go crazy for a warm milk. I've never been to Seattle in the winter.
I haven't drank warm milk since I was like an infant baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, I'm rediscovering that a lot of the things I did as an infant baby are actually like super chill and like nice and stuff as an adult. Pardon? Didn't understand that word. That's fine.
Next question.
Food processor. You're so right.
Food processor.
Marbles. Sorry,
Or,
go
like,
ahead.
Get them a stuffed animal of the animal they are.
Yeah, and then say this is you.
That's always good. That's really excellent, to be honest. I even, I like to send, like I'll be subscribed to like Dog Every Hour or like Hyena Every Hour. I feel like a little spreadsheet goblin sorting, pictures of hyenas into hyena-shaped boxes.
Sprig sends me Samoyed every day or every hour?
Every hour.
Every hour.
Every hour? I didn't know they had a Samoyed every hour. Hold on.
Ooh. And Sprig sends me all of them and is like, this is you.
I'm pulling up.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless the clips are like mid.
Unless they're mid.
What defines for you like a not mid Samoyed clip? What
You'll
makes it?
know.
These all seem pretty peak. Like I'm not seeing.
I mean, they don't miss often. They just do miss sometimes.
Like this is maybe the most mid one that I'm seeing, and even I don't know. I would love to get sent this picture, and I'm not even a Therian. This is pretty mid. I don't like that we're seeing mostly binging with Babish's belly, his breadbasket, as it were.
We're looking at his belly.
Let's change that. Happy, yeah. Interesting.
See, it's just when there's like constant bangers, when there's ones that's
Yeah.
just like
That's a perfectly fine
less than
Samoyed.
that's less than a banger. It's mid.
Ah.
Comparatively,
Mid's not bad. Mid's mid.
it's a mid. It's a comparative thing.
Sorry. Do you contend that mids are louder than louds?
Fuck off.
Can we talk about this? Can we address the fucking controversy finally? No.
Yeah. Let's do it.
To talk about that on Twitch?
Are we allowed to talk about that on Twitch?
Weed? Yeah, dude, my brother-in-law
Okay,
who has
cool.
2 children
I-
grows like an acre of weed in his basement. What are you talking? Are you allowed to talk
I
about?
worked in the weed industry.
Bro.
I worked in the weed industry up until recently.
I don't watch Twitch streamers. I don't know what you can.
No, but like, come on, like, oh man, are you allowed to talk about beer on Twitch? Come on now.
No, in most of our country, you will go to federal prison if you have it.
More like country. Anyway.
Yes, correct. This place sucks.
Good job.
Bad country. Go ahead.
So if you're paying more than, I don't know, the highest I've seen that seemed actually worth it ever was 60 for an eighth, and that is for like the best eighth you're gonna see. If you're paying more than that, you're paying for the brand and you're a fucking idiot. And there's nothing allowed about it. I have had a $20 eighth of weed knock me on my fucking ass like I was like I had never fucking seen drugs before.
That's it's interesting.
Firm stance makes hit.
Hell yeah. See, I'm fascinated by this because I've never paid more than like $7 for an eighth. Like
It's expensive in Washington.
we're lousy with it here, man. You can't get rid of it fast enough. I don't think there was one. Do we want to explain empty spaces, or are we just? I would rather leave fan in eternal suspense.
Here is the long and short of it. It is a bunch of traumatized queers using writing to process their trauma.
How do you not
and
know,
that-
bro? Like half of my viewers are from Alice Bad End Doll. What are you talking about? Go-
That's it. There you go.
Get
There's
on-
your
Yeah.
there's your explanation of what empty spaces is.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of traumatized queers using writing to process their trauma.
Is this what that doll thing is? Yeah, fan. I don't know, man. Go on Google at some point. Like you'll
Most of
figure
the
it out.
time.
Most
Yeah,
of
Most
it.
of the time, because also the trans femme community uses doll just to mean trans femme.
Yeah.
So
Depending on who you're talking to.
sometimes
That's something I was confused by for a while. Dolls,
Yeah, so like
dolls versus.
dolls,
Sorry, go ahead.
dolls can call each other dolls all the time and will in the right setting. Usually, if you're talking about like a doll, that is empty spaces stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought
If
dolls,
you hear someone going this one, that's an empty spaces doll.
but they don't always do that, and they
They
don't
don't
always
always
like a
do
big
that.
saucer of
It's just
milk
a
either.
really- Well, they're fucking wrong if
Yeah.
they don't like a big sauce of milk.
To be honest, the big saucer of milk kicks ass.
I would love a big sauce of milk, like a very large saucer
Huge
with a
saucer.
reasonable amount of milk.
I'm a little upset, to be honest, thinking about like theory and favors, because ferrets eat like crushed up bugs in boiled water, and I don't
What if
think.
somebody gave you a tiny trinket?
Pardon? Oh, people give me trinkets all the time. Put them in my
Yeah,
little
see-
places.
what if
Yeah,
somebody
that's
gave you
ferret behavior.
what if somebody gave you a little tube to crawl through?
What if you had a
Well,
bunch of packages to fuck with?
I'm not a young ferret anymore. I can't crawl really anywhere. What was your
Fair.
question?
What if you had a whole bunch of packing peanuts and you just got to fuck with them?
That would be pretty tight, to be honest.
Yeah, see, people do give you little ferret favors, and not always edible.
Yeah, but like also now I'm thinking about like crushed up crickets and warm water, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get a cricket stuck between my teeth. Why not?
Cricket?
Pardon?
I'd munch on bug.
You eat bug?
I would.
Dogs are not supposed to eat bug. That's one of the things I know.
Dogs can eat some bug.
I had a roommate who had a dog who used to come out and eat the dead bugs out of our, like we had a saucer full of soda that the bugs would fly into and drown. He used to eat the dead bugs, not the soda, because he'd finish all the bugs and there would still be soda at the bottom.
Good.
He just loved the bugs, and I would get in trouble because Acorn would come in and say, "Stop letting the dog eat bugs," and
Dog can eat most bug.
oh shit.
Discipline.
Nejbizu has redeemed. Describe a method of torture. Puppy, would you like to take this one?
Yeah.
The prompt
How
is-
detailed?
Is discipline. Well, we're telling a scary story about like something bad that we
Okay.
would never want to happen, right?
So like, let's see.
Wink.
What have I recently? So yeah, that was one of our earliest ones in this story that we did was for any infraction that I really deemed worth it. I would have the character kneel on rice for upwards of 20 minutes often
Oh wow.
with perfect posture, and if it fucked up posture, it had to reset.
Wow.
If it cried out, it had to reset. If it got off the rice early, it had to reset. And I don't know if you've ever kneeled on rice, fans out there. Try it at home. This is an interactive experiment.
Don't-
It fucking sucks.
Don't try it at home.
Um,
That's something we can't say.
don't try this at home.
Dude, I love
This is still part of the sport.
Why? It's just kneeling. It's just kneeling.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You're kneeling on grain.
That's true.
That's it.
I've kneeled on.
That's all you're doing.
I can't actually say that. I think a dog can eat a bug. I think you're wrong, because I had a roommate who was very stern about the fact that dogs cannot eat bugs. And to be honest, he
Your
was
roommate's
probably...
fucking
No, he
stupid.
probably was right. Like, what if a bumblebee got in
I
his
work
mouth?
in the vet field, Rachel. Your roommate is stupid.
You're stupid. How many dogs have you seen come in saying, I'm sorry, by the way. How many dogs have you seen come in, like, who have eaten a bumblebee and their nose is all crazy and they look silly? Can we get...
3, and you're not supposed to eat a bumblebee. That's different.
Jamie, can we get a Simoyed eating a bee on the screen?
Oh god. That poor Moyed.
Oh, actually, this doesn't look that bad. This just looks like KK Slider from Animal Crossing.
Oh, Puffy.
Whoop. Look at this. This is just a different kind of dog.
Yeah. Puffy.
I'm a big fan of this little guy. I'm glad he
Bee
ate
bites
that
are
bee.
normally okay. Normally bee bites don't require a lot of treatment other than maybe some pain medicine.
Before? After. This is your life on bees. Marbles wants to know, how do you define consent? Do you have a specific philosophy surrounding it?
Define like the concept of consent, or how do we navigate?
I'm reading the
consent?
same question as you guys.
I know. How do you want us to go about? Because that's
Let's talk about the concept. Let's get high concept here.
Oh, Jesus, it's fucking agreeing to something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's deeper than.
So like if I want to do a weird thing to my dog, right? Hypothetically, and like we had just met, I had to be like, hey, I was wanting to do this weird thing with you. How would bites you? I was wanting to do this weird thing with you. Is that cool? And then
I would go, yeah, that sounds really awesome. We should do that thing. It sounds like it would
There's
be
no
a good time.
philosophical angle to it. You're not like, you don't have spiritual beliefs about consent.
okay, I have a lot of
What is it?
feelings about it. I don't know. This is the
I'm trying my best to pull a question out of this question. So, shoot the messenger. Don't wait.
Okay, so I'm gonna get a little controversial here.
Mhm.
Because the thing that I do with my dog now, is so like safe wording is a thing. Can I talk about safe wording
Yes.
on Twitch? Cool. So safe wording is when you're having a goofy fun time and someone stopped having a goofy fun time and they say a word to let you know that so you can stop. It's like if two dogs are playing and one of them
Sneezes.
makes like particular body language, the other dog knows I don't want to play anymore. And so you're like, cool. And then you calm down and make sure the other dog's okay. But we're a couple of dogs who, whenever I see that body language, I keep playing. Because we have discussed that is the thing that we would like to happen. And so whenever I see that body language, if I'm so inclined, I'll ask why it's exhibiting that body language. And if I feel like it's an appropriate reason to stop playing fetch, then we'll stop playing fetch. But if I think the reason it gave me isn't a good enough reason to stop playing fetch, I will just keep playing fetch despite it continuing to do the I want to stop playing fetch body language.
That's so fetch. Sorry, go ahead.
And I'm totally cool with all of this, and I have consented to all of this, and I have asked explicitly that it ignores and takes into light consideration when I stop having the body language of playing fetch.
Yeah. We
So I don't-
discussed it at length beforehand so that we're able to do it
Many
outside of that.
times.
Many times.
We have discussed at length many times. I just don't want anyone fucking taking shit out of context.
Oh no, yeah,
understand.
this audience is not like that. And if they are, they're
I
fucking
understand.
get out of here.
I just want it for the sound clip of
Yeah.
hi, hello, I have consented fully to this. So
Well, this will be
hi.
great. It can play this back at you the next time that there's an issue.
Are we gonna ask, can I have the audio from there?
Yeah, we'll just
Yeah.
somebody clip that and it'll just here. Do you want a
Okay.
clean one? I can just sit back and you can just talk.
Yeah, hold on. There's a different. Hey, shut up.
Can you close the window? Oh, that is closed.
Sorry, there was a dog barking outside when there were dogs barking in here.
Oh, that makes sense. Dogs do that.
All right, wait, can I get a nice clean clip of that? Can you speak clearly into the microphone?
I don't know what I said.
So that you can the whole consent thing.
Yeah, no, I've consented to this. I wanted this to happen. I like it when we keep playing fetch, even when I act like I might not like playing fetch anymore. I actually really like playing fetch. It's really fun.
Cool.
Have fetch. Alrighty.
Sometimes, because we like to get a little silly with it, I will intentionally play fetch in ways I know it doesn't enjoy playing fetch, like directly just does not enjoy playing fetch, so that it will then ask to stop so that I can keep going.
Awesome.
That's a fun little thing we like to do too.
Dude, what the hell? That's so villainous. Patches wants to know
It's
if you have
fun.
any favorite horror movies.
Ooh, you do.
Favorite horror movie is Alien.
Interesting. Why?
Why? Because it's fucking a great horror movie.
Okay. Sorry.
There's a sexy alien that wants to kill you.
Did you ever see that? Well, you've obviously seen that drawing by H.R. Geiger. Man,
Yeah,
what a legend.
H.R. is one of the people who is a direct worked on the art and shit for that movie.
Because you want to fuck the Xeno. I don't want to fuck the Xeno. That shit's got acid for breath.
Yes, I
I wanna fuck the Xeno.
do want to fuck the Xeno.
You can't.
I want to
I
fuck
don't
the
know if we're
Xeno.
allowed to say that, but
You can
yeah.
say that you want to. Well, actually, I think it's okay to say that you don't want to have sex, but it's not okay to say that you do, which is.
I don't not want to have sex with a Xeno.
I'm not interested in.
If a Xeno wanted to play fetch, I would play fetch.
I'm
That's
playing the
so
fuck out of fetch with a Xeno. But I'm throwing the ball.
You are gonna
I'm
be
not.
throwing the ball for the Xeno. You're gonna be the.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the ball for the Xeno.
You're
I'm gonna throw the ball so fucking good for the Xeno.
Are you are dominating?
There was a high five.
What?
Yes,
That's.
that's why I'm throwing the ball.
Oh, I see. That's what it means.
Yeah,
We've
like I throw the ball for Sprig. I throw the ball all the time for Sprig.
I feel
And I
like
fetch.
that's.
I only throw the ball for Sprig. Also, there's no.
And I only fetch.
I never fetch.
During the break, we're going to be watching a short documentary about Don't Ask, Don't Tell, just so you guys can figure this stuff out. Wow. What a beautiful life.
Yeah, we live in a little movie. It's great. Oh wait, has a horror movie ever inspired a scene/session that we've done?
Oh, I forgot about that part. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. It might have. I've certainly I grew up watching a lot of horror movies and really enjoying them for totally normal reasons. And so I do play on that a little bit in when I'm making things in real life. Like I like when horror is like both like sensorily and aesthetically and viscerally cool and fun and pleasing. And so like I do think about the art that I make in similar context to what you have to whenever you're like doing horror as like a theatrical performance. Just a lot more involved.
Man, that's cute. What the hell?
Yeah.
All the time, this is like, do you consider yourself scary?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I can be. I think. I can be for sure. I'm not always scary because that would be boring. I'm scary. My different headmates are scary in different ways. Whenever they're playing fetch with people, not people, and the like. Everyone's scary in their own special little way, I think. But that was a non-answer. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. That was a non-question. Like, you're okay to sort of not metaphorically hit the ball when I give you a slow one. See, now I'm like, we're all... Anyway.
No one asked for this, but one of the things that I really, really enjoy about specifically having ownership of Sprig is that Sprig is a very kind of intimidating presence, and definitely can be. If Sprig and I met on the street and we were scrapping, I don't think most people or animals would have a great chance against it. I certainly fucking wouldn't.
You got a bulldog
but
kind of thing.
Well, it's a border collie.
Aw.
But But yeah, having such just a impressive entity as my dog fills me with like so much like joy and pride too, because it's like it's a fucking force of nature when it wants to be, and I just get to tell it to sit.
Hell yeah. That's actually that. Yeah. That kicks ass. Here's a picture of a border collie. I don't know if this is a real one. This one seems fake. Someone investigate that picture.
It might be a mix, but border collies can have that pattern.
Well, you know,
It looks like a mix though. It looks like a Shet mix.
to me it looks like it's
That's
made
what
out
it's
of
made
plastic. Like this is maybe the
Is
dog
it fake?
I don't know. Like, can we let's get a poll going during the break. We'll see.
The dog that works.
It looks real to me.
It looks real.
Is that a real dog?
Look at the
Yeah.
detail in the ear.
Yeah, that's a real dog.
The detail in the ear.
Yeah, they always fuck up the ears.
No. Not in my dog factory.
Do you have a pretty
You
good
have a
dog factory?
Pardon?
Dog factory?
You know, dog factory.
Yeah,
Where they make
you
them.
factor in dogs.
Is that a real dog?
Sure.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about before I let you both go?
Can't think of anything off the top of my head. Can you, Hunt?
Oh,
Do we answer all the questions?
We did. You did
Ooh.
great. This was awesome. Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
yeah, I guess that's everything.
you can find us on the internet.
Yeah, plug your stuff. Don't. Oh man, can you plug your stuff? Yeah, you know what? Go ahead. Whatever. We've already talked enough about playing fetch.
Cool.
You can find me at twitter.com/apunkdog. That's one word.
You can find me at twitter.com/puppydom. That's one word.
Whoa.
We play fetch on
Another
website
that you can find through our Twitter.
yeah. Gonna be very honest with you, fine folk. My dog makes sure to show y'all when we're playing fetch a lot more often than I do. I am terrible at it. So if you want to see more consistent things, my dog is definitely the one to go to for that. I occasionally show people that I'm playing fetch like 8 times in a month, and then I forget about it for several months. But it's a lot more consistent.
Oh, and if you want to follow my wrestling things, that's at twitter.com/ZeldaFox with 3 X's.
Hell yeah.
If you want to follow my Empty Spaces account, you can't. I'm not telling you it, you fucking idiot.
You have an Empty Spaces account?
Exactly.
Am I following it?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Okay.
giving me a chore.
I showed you it before, though.
Thinks about it. Give me those links. Don't think Twitch would be okay with that. Pretty sure they have like a robot that goes into links and makes sure there's no tits, asses, penises, or pussies. So, not gonna do that. But go find them.
Fucking Google shit yourself.
Yeah, go find Puppy Dom.
Listen, Marbles, don't play into click through, all right? You're a big fucking whatever
This is
entity you are,
great.
and you can do it.
We've come all the way back to click through. This is like a conceptual symmetry. I'm
Yeah, it's a perfect circle.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
It was super fun.
Bye-bye.
We'll be right back.
I believe that this country's policies should be heavily biased in favor of non-discrimination. I believe when you tell people they can't do certain things in this country that other people can do, there ought to be an overwhelming and compelling reason for it. The policy I am announcing today is, in my judgment, the right thing to do and the best way to do it. It is right because it provides greater protection to those who happen to be homosexual and want to serve their country honorably in uniform, obeying all the military's rules against sexual misconduct. It is the best way to proceed because it provides a sensible balance between the rights of the individual and the needs of our military to remain the world's #1 fighting force.
The President consulted with his Joint Chiefs of Staff and indicated to us, as the President of all Americans and as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, that he wanted to modify this policy. And he asked us to go study it. He didn't change it on the spot. He asked us to go study it with a goal toward showing a little more flexibility with respect to that policy.
The notion that we're all created equal, that no matter who you are or what you look like, if you abide by the law, you should be protected by it. If you adhere to our common values, you should be treated no different than anyone else. We must continually renew this promise. This year, I will work with Congress and our military to finally repeal the law that denies gay Americans the right to serve the country they love because of who they are. It's the right thing to do.
The mandate of this working group is to thoroughly, objectively, and methodically examine all aspects of this question and produce its finding and recommendations in the form of an implementation plan by the end of this calendar year.
I'm here because don't ask, don't tell is wrong. It's unjust. And fundamentally, it is against all that we stand for as Americans.
I continue to urge my colleagues to reject this effort to short-circuit the process endorsed by Department of Defense leaders, not by the service chiefs, a process that was supposed to inform us with one that merely ratifies a politically driven decision. It would be a mistake to ignore the views of our troops and the military advice of the service chiefs, and for the Senate to act prematurely to repeal the current Don't Ask, Don't Tell law for the sake of fulfilling a political promise.
Basically, it's ordering the military to suspend or discontinue any investigation, any discharge that was started under the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy. The Pentagon is right now compiling the results of a massive survey that they did of hundreds of thousands of troops, trying to gauge their opinions on it. And that's really what the Obama administration, Pentagon, are waiting for, December 1st, when they get those results back.
But in summary, a strong majority of those who answered the survey, more than two-thirds, do not object to gays and lesbians serving openly in uniform. The findings suggest that for large segments of the military, repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, though potentially disruptive in the short term, would not be the wrenching, traumatic change that many have feared and predicted. The data also shows that within the combat arms specialties and units, there is a higher level of discontent, of discomfort, and resistance to changing the current policy. The majority of concerns often raised in association with the repeal, dealing with sexual conduct, fraternization, billeting arrangements, marital or survivor benefits, could be governed by existing laws and regulations. Existing policies can and should be applied equally to homosexuals as well as heterosexuals. The concerns of combat troops as expressed in the survey do not present an insurmountable barrier to successful repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell. This can be done and should be done without posing a serious risk to military readiness.
So let me set the scene. It's 2 in the afternoon and 34 degrees. The Queensland harsh summer heat had me sweating buckets up and down my street. As there I spied the bloke, perched atop of his milk crate throne. He eyed me off as I approached, and then he said, "I'm on smoko, so leave me alone, I'm on smoko, so leave me alone, I'm on smoko, so leave me alone, I'm on smoko, so leave me alone."
Now, back to the show.
Watch this. I'm gonna get this first take. Anna and Nikki are both real deal porn performers, which is Man, the first sentence really. I'm so bad at this.
You're
I'm
good.
trying to make a career here, and it's just so. It's nothing. Also, I messed up the ordering. Hi, how are you? How are we?
Good.
We're doing pretty good. Yeah.
Hey, perfect.
I love the little dog. It's such a good picture.
It makes a good antenna too. I'm like getting really good reception. I like the TV changing. I'm not sure it's just yeah. You sent
really
me
cool.
5 different pictures. I could only use 4 of them because Twitch is a platform. But
yeah.
I've decided to use them all. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, that's fine. That's perfect.
Okay. Should I take another crack at this?
Go for it.
Nikki was my friend first. I don't remember what award she's gotten for doing porno, but I do remember that Anna is a 5-time TEA Award nominee, currently pushing for the Urban X Awards Trans Performer of the Year. You can find voting information at don't think that I can say that link out loud.
Yeah, I think it's closed as well now.
Oh, is it
so-
closed? All right. Well, shit. I'm sorry. I was trying to do something nice, but I couldn't figure it out. Did you win?
I haven't heard anything yet, so I'm pretty sure no.
Oh, that sucks. I'm
It's
sorry to hear
okay.
that. How are you? How are you feeling? Is it okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Hi, Nikki.
Hey.
We've been friends for a while now.
Yeah.
How are you?
I've been better, but I'm holding up okay.
What's up? What's wrong? Tell me everything.
Some complications with the 2 tummy tucks I've had. Some of my inside meat became outside
No
meat,
way.
so I've had
For
to
real?
put that back in. Yeah.
Are you like
My belly button popped a little bit.
that's okay, hang on.
It's fucked up, but it's cool.
We're gonna have to get immediately off track here. Like what? Like did your intestines spill out like a scary movie?
No, I was afraid that would happen,
Oh.
but there was just like, oh, there's a little bulge there. Oh no, the skin's open. Oh no. So
Yeah.
I've just been bandaging that back up.
Is that a bandages situation or a hospital situation?
Bandages for right now. If it got worse, hospital. It's healing.
Okay. Sick. Congratulations on keeping the whole tummy together. What if you don't have a belly button at the end? That's gonna be crazy.
When I got my tummy tuck, I asked the surgeon whether I could just have my belly button removed, and he said I could, but that it wouldn't like. I think there's something if you have to get your stomach pumped, you need to have that.
Really?
I don't remember.
What?
I don't remember exactly what it was, but I wanted it. I was like, hey, can I just have that removed?
Anna, have
Can
you
I
ever
just be
heard
like a
about
clone?
being stomach pumped through the belly button? I don't even think that connects to your stomach.
I don't know. It was something like that the guy's like, no, I can't do that because some medical. It was 2 years ago that he was like, no, you're stupid. You can't have no belly button.
I swear to God, you can have no belly button. Like, I'm just thinking about it now, and it'll be fine.
Alfred Hitchcock had no belly button after a tummy tuck.
Wait, who did?
Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh, wait, what?
What?
Yeah.
Wow, another case of fucking cis people getting access to procedures we're not allowed to have. Thanks, Alfred.
Oh no, this is a complete botch.
Oh,
That
okay.
was just.
Oh,
he was supposed
okay.
to have a belly button. He didn't. That's why his tummy's completely smooth.
Me and Alfred Hitchcock both had botched surgeries, and I can only hope that I die in the same way he did.
How did he?
Killed by birds.
He was killed by birds?
I think I just got really high and watched one of his movies, the one with the birds that kill people, but that's how I'm choosing to believe he
It
died.
would be hard to make a movie about, like, if you had had a bad experience with being killed by birds, it would be hard to make a movie about it afterwards. Like, to express...
Making a movie from beyond the grave.
You could do that. What's your favorite movie with dead people in it? That's not a real question.
There's a lot of movies with dead people in them. Like, do you mean like ghosts, or do you mean like corpses?
I don't know. It's you're giving me too much credit here, man. I'm fucking...
Okay. I'd actually have to think on that. Anna, what's your favorite movie with dead people in it?
The Frighteners, actually.
Wow, that's a great answer. Hold on. Why the Frighteners?
Oh, I know mine.
Why the Frighteners? Can we talk about this?
Because it was Back to the Future with just ghosts and serial killers.
Yeah.
Pretty much the exact same cast.
Michael J. Fox, he is. I mean, oh.
Oh.
We'll just put that on. Put the. You know what? Where I really. Where I really want it.
Not yet, but I'm working at it.
I feel like this is what I see every time I turn on the news. Why the Frighteners? Hang on.
It had ghosts. It had serial killers from Beyond the Grave. It had Michael J. Fox. It had the guy who played Biff Tannen, which I feel bad about remembering his name because
but he was the bad guy.
He was a bad guy in both movies, actually.
Was he?
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Oh. He played old Biff, I think, right?
He played old Biff, new Biff, and slob Biff as well. He played all three roles.
So is this? Well, actually, I forgot the question. I was about to ask something, frankly perjurous, about your relationship to Back to the Future. Nikki, what's your favorite corpse movie?
My favorite movie with corpses in it is Phantasm, the entire Phantasm series, but the first one's good.
Phantasm. Wow.
Didn't the last one have like those the same spears coming out of like some girl's tits?
Whoa!
I don't know.
Hang on.
Oh.
This guy's like so scared. I wonder what's happening. Oh man.
Okay. So it's about an alien that pretends to be like an undertaker to steal dead bodies to turn into weird little dwarves to work for him back on his home planet. But he has that little ball on the poster there, this floating silver ball that sticks out blades and like jams into people's faces and kills them. And as the series goes on, it gets more batshit because the first one, it's like, oh, there's just this alien, these stealing corpses. By the third movie, he owns the entire world, and there's only like a couple of humans left. And then it goes to time travel.
That's fascinating. Hang on.
It's bullshit.
Wait,
I love it.
can I clarify? So the big bad in these are these little steel spheres that like hit you really hard and take your bones?
The big bad is the guy in the front, the old man, but he controls this sphere, and he has a bunch of them. And yeah, it jabs those two little spikes into your face, and then it sticks a drill in there and drills out your brain, and like a bunch of blood comes out shooting the back of the sphere.
I've found this scene where
that happens?
the breasts, it comes out of the breasts, like you mentioned earlier, Anna.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's so on the edge of being okay that I'm like,
I don't want to make you lose your channel just for the funny titty movie.
you know, well, but like, the thing is there's not really titty in there anymore. I guess the whole titty is there, but it's like torn up beyond recognition, which is disgusting. And actually, I don't even like looking at it, so I'm not putting it on the stream.
Then don't. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
But yeah, those are the two corpse movies, I guess.
That's awesome. It's cool that you can think of two.
Yeah.
Marble says.
But yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna go back to that connection you kind of asked about the whole Back to the Future connection.
Mm-hmm.
At one point in time, in my past, I worked at the ride at Universal.
No way! Really? Did they let you ride it for free? That's such a childish question. Of course not. Really?
But yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Sorry, a little bit of the magic re-entered this world for me. I also need to put.
Oh.
What's up?
That sign's really cute for the TV sitting on the chair.
Thank you. It's also my
Which
vanity
is why
card.
you're supposed to put attach your TVs to the wall, even if they're sitting on a.
I've got ropes. This rope to the ceiling.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice the rope.
Yeah. Right? It's so secure you don't even notice. It's like carbon fiber steel or whatever. What was the Back to the Future connection? You worked at the ride.
Yeah.
For how long?
So I know. Like maybe like 1 or 2 months. I worked all over that park. I worked at Old Universal for so long that I've worked at pretty much every old ride at one point in time or another. Because sometimes you can just like pick up shifts.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you need a little bit of extra cash, they're like, "Hey, do you want to work this day you're off?" And I was like, "Sure." And they're like, "Oh, we'll put you here." I worked at the Jaws ride for a little bit. I worked at Men in Black for an inopportune amount of time. Worked at ET. Didn't work at Kong because it was closed by the time I got there. But yeah.
Do they make you wear a suit at Men in Black? I don't remember.
Yes, they do.
That's-
Except no suit coat.
Okay. Well, that's not bad. Where was this? Florida?
Yeah.
Fuck Florida, man. I hate that.
Yeah.
It's
That's gotten interesting.
Yeah, I used to be a Florida apologist, and then things got really bad. So, like, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be like, fuck where you've come from. I don't have a filter, to be honest.
It's okay. I accept the hate for Florida now. I hate it too. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. It's weird. It's weird to think that I could have run into you at some point in my childhood. Just like, because that was the one like big trip that my mom ever did, was we went to Universal Studios. And that was really fun. That was right after the Harry Potter ride opened, which has now also gained additional context. Thank you, Florida.
Wait, which Harry Potter ride? The first one?
Yeah.
We might have been at Universal around the same time, because that's when I went for a marching band thing in high school.
Marching band?
Yeah, I
you
used
were
to do
in marching band?
Yeah.
What did you play?
Baritone, like the little mini tuba.
That's incredible.
And I played symphonic band, and I was a trumpeter.
Woo!
What is symphonic band? Sorry, I'm uneducated.
When you're too shit to do a marching band.
Oh, like a symphony.
Or you're
like you sit down for it?
Yeah, or your high school doesn't have a sports team at all, so they make do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my high school didn't have any sports teams because we weren't allowed to.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I did symphonic band instead.
That's cool. What did you play?
Trumpet.
Trumpet.
I played trumpet.
Trumpet. You both are brass. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never learned an instrument, and it certainly wasn't the trumpet. So do you want to talk about porn? Let's talk about porn.
Hell yeah.
We can talk about porn.
I was raised in a household which very abruptly became adverse to sexuality after my dad got remarried the fourth time to like a Christian chick who would not, so I went from living in a house with an old man pervert to this like very angry this has made this too much backstory. Sorry. So
I get that.
The lore is fine.
The lore is. I'm just explaining why I'm uncomfortable with sex all the time.
Okay.
But I chose to do this anyway, so I guess the real hero is me. Sorry. How did you get into this line of work? Let's talk about this.
I accidentally tripped into it.
I remember part of this, but I don't think I've ever heard the full story.
So, March 2020, I came out, I figured out my whole thing, and I ended up hanging out with some friends, and a couple of times like, wow, you're really cute. You could probably make money being an e-girl. And I'm like, okay.
That's always how it starts.
It is, and I wish, not gonna lie, I wish I'd waited, but I decided to make a Twitter like 2 weeks before I got on hormones, because I'm an exhibitionist. I like showing off. So I started posting, and then I'm like, oh, let me make an OnlyFans. Let me make these sites. I might make some money. And then I applied to do a pro shoot. And then 2 months later, they got back to me and said, yes, we'd love to have you.
Is the pro shoot...
And that...
Are we talking about this pro shooter later on?
Yeah. Technically, yeah.
Okay.
And I fucked that scene up so bad. I got the photographer kicked out of the Airbnb he was filming in.
How did you do that?
So, the building that it was in was like this U-shaped apartments around like a central courtyard. And the wall was just all windows. And you could see across the other side of the building. And the guy's like, "Oh, could we take some pictures up in the window, get some natural light?" And I go, "Yeah, I'd love that. That's hot." So I'm in the window naked. And we take all these pictures, and it's great. And then after I leave, I get to my car, and I have a message from him like, "Got kicked out." Apparently, that apartment that he was filming in was owned by like an old couple that had a second apartment over on the other side.
Oh, nice.
And this ancient lady apparently called the building manager and went, "Someone taking photographs of a nude woman in my apartment. Oh, kick them out."
Oh, fun.
And sent him up there with a Polaroid of me in the window. And I would kill to have that Polaroid because that's hilarious.
That's incredible. You had a fucking peeper creeper like chilling in his binoculars apartment, waiting for unsuspecting Airbnb guests. Holy moly.
And to top it off, the scene was corrupted.
Oh no!
They only had a little bit of usable footage, but they still called me back.
That's adorable.
And
oh my god.
I just kept falling into more success accidentally, and then it became my job.
It fascinates me that like a non-0% of this scene is the Polaroid, with the corrupted footage and everything. Anna, what about you?
Okay, another case of slipping and falling into porn. I think no one really thinks, oh, well, one day I'm going to be a porn star. I thought I was going to do maybe one scene just to try it out, see how things went, because like my partner at the time was like, "Hey, I know a guy," and I was like, "Okay, well, let's see if this goes anywhere." And I didn't hear anything for a long time, and I was like, "Okay, well, maybe I didn't get it. Maybe I'm not up to snuff." And at that time, I was still barely out. I wasn't even full time out. I was like wearing gender affirming clothing on like weekends and dates and stuff, and it was not the best time of my life. I was still going through a lot because I had just been kind of X'd out from like a marriage that I was in, and I had to go back home to my home city, and had lost my job in the process, lost my house in the process. I lost pretty much everything, and then decided, okay, I don't have anything else to lose. Why not do this thing I've been trying to run from for like a decade and just transition already? So I get this, fast forward, I get the shoot, and it's not in a town I've ever been in, but it's a town that my partner knows a good bit about. So he drives me up. And this spot is in a nondescript kind of strip mall in like South Florida. It is one of those places where you don't ever see any like business or commerce go on, but apparently they must have because these places can still afford their rent, right?
I'm thinking of like what comes to mind is those like strip malls that mysteriously have like a jungle gym for children in the middle. Am I close?
Yeah, and like the weird palm trees that are kind of always on the edge of death, and no name brand businesses whatsoever. And there was this photography studio there with no markings on its outside doors or windows. And I am in like the best I can do, like super early transition. So I've got my Hot Topic, like Wednesday Addams dress on. I've got the cheapest wig I can afford.
Sorry, I don't mean to go, but that's also adorable. Because I've also been there.
I've got my toenails painted because I didn't think about that before I left. And like I painted them in the car on the way there, and like then I put my and then my toenails are smudged, and just it was a rough shoot. This guy is just incredibly cavalier with his business because apparently he'd been doing it for like, at that point, nearly or over 20 years.
Jack
So he knows
fucking Flash.
Jack
Jack Flash?
Yeah.
Hang on. Can we take a detour to talk about someone? Sorry, Jack Flash?
Love,
Yeah.
please explain the bastard man.
I'm so excited. Sorry, part of what I'm pumped about is I just want to know about more bastards to fucking shit on.
Is that okay? I want
Go
you to
ahead.
picture like a sleazy porn producer in your head.
Mm-hmm.
That's
like Carl from Aqua Teen ass.
Oh, okay. I was thinking sleazy, like wearing a polyester jacket, and kind of.
No, he's long since
Okay.
shed polyester jacket. He has no qualms about how sleazy he looks or presents anymore. And nice enough guy, just grizzled and haggard from doing this for like 30 years.
Do you feel
he
haggard?
chain smoked. What'd you say?
Do you feel haggard?
No, not
Okay.
yet. I hope not.
Awesome.
But
sorry, go ahead.
Little bit.
But yeah, it's that like so he's I'm sitting there and or no, I'm standing there and I'm filling out the paperwork. This is the first time I've ever looked at this paperwork before. First time I've ever looked at the model release. He's like, okay, what's your name? And I had planned out everything else in my head, but I had never even had the idea to think of a name. What am I going to call myself? What is the title I'm going to go forward in my career in porn in as short or as long as that could be? And so I came up with the first thing that popped into my head. I called myself Raven Mystique.
Oh my goodness! Sorry, that's adorable. That's so cute. I'm sorry.
And it was a direct X-Men reference, and I don't have any regrets over it besides changing it later. And I went on and did my scene, and the guy like chain smoked and drank Budweiser cans, which I hadn't seen outside of 1994 before then. And it was just by the numbers, 2 scenes, got my money, and that's how I actually got the computer I am talking to you on right now.
Yo, we're speaking through a piece of history right now. That's so cool.
And that was my first foray into porn. Didn't know if I'd ever get another scene. Didn't know if I would ever want to pursue anything else. And then they called me back like during was that during COVID? Yeah, that was during no, that was that was before COVID. Yeah. I'm
sorry, I didn't realize that this would be like bringing up something like potentially traumatic for you. I apologize. I didn't want
No, I'm actually pretty okay with my entire career in porn. Is that as bad as it can be, as bad as it is that and as bad as some like producers and generators are made out to be, and I'm not saying they're not shitty. People are shitty. People tend to be shitty, but like the worst people I've met in this industry have been other performers, if I'm being completely
Really?
honest.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that?
Kinda, yeah. I'm not gonna name names for obvious reasons. Don't want to out anybody. Don't want to really go into it because it can be a big political thing. You never know who's listening, who's connected, whatever. But oh, I still love that little dog. Sorry.
It's a perfect little dog.
That's what every time I see that dog. Also, the reason it's so pixelated is because I made it so I could use it as a Doom sprite.
That's okay.
For a gun. But every time I see that little dog, I just hear
Yeah.
That's the noise they're making.
It's a little dog noise.
Yeah.
Dude.
But yeah, is that like I did the is that the I've met tons of people in this industry, and there's a lot of egos, there's a lot of coke.
Hey,
pipe down, you. And it has made some genuinely terrible people, some genuinely like fucking monstrous people.
Oh, like the bitch that threw my fucking machine down the stairs.
What machine?
Yeah.
What stairs? What bitch?
I had a okay. So I shot with this guy in Vegas, and I had a fuck machine,
Nice.
and I brought it over for using as part of the scene. The TV has hands and dogs. I love this. And then after the scene, me and this guy just ended up hanging out, and I spent the night over at his place. And he had just recently broken up with his girlfriend, who's another trans girl in the industry.
Oh.
And she'd all moved out and everything. But 7 a.m. in the morning, me and this guy had just woken up, and someone crashes in the door screaming, I pay rent here, and goes to take a swing on him.
Interesting.
And I didn't recognize her because I'd never seen her without like 20 layers of Photoshop.
Mm-hmm.
But it was his ex. And then she saw that I was in the bed and pitched a huge fucking fit. She was filming me naked and tried to post that on Twitter later to like shame me or something.
Gross.
She grabbed all my shit and threw it down their apartment stairs. And the whole time I'm just like, yep, I'm getting my shit. I'm leaving. Okay, bye.
I didn't realize. I feel bad for bringing up such like.
No, it was funny. It's like, okay, fuck off.
Was it funny, or are you saying it was funny because you don't want it to be sad?
It was funny because, like, everyone knew that she was just fucking batshit. And it was like, wow, I never thought I'd actually have to interact with this person. Hi.
Hello. Such a big fan.
Yeah.
I've heard of your tantrums. This is awesome.
That's really how it was. One of my other friends was like, I was going to shoot with that guy, but then she started messaging me at like 3 a.m. just screaming about random shit. So I'm not gonna work with her ex. I didn't know about that until after. But yeah, people get weird.
I mean, it's I was I sort of, my nearest point of comparison is when I was a child, my father and all of his business associates went to Florida and just decided to all cheat on their wives, and that seems like that was a business decision, you know? Does that make sense? The
council.
The council, exactly. Is this what am I trying to ask? Hold on. Let me use my big brain. What I'm asking is like, do you feel like these sort of relationship conflicts are inherent to like porn as an industry, or just as big industry has these kind of things in it?
Entertainment as a whole has this sort of thing, but porn specifically, just because you get a lot of very unstable people that are probably doing various drugs and all together, and you're all kind of competing.
Yeah, is that there's only so many shoots that every site makes in a month. There's only so many things they can produce in a year. And so every time someone gets a slot, that means that someone else doesn't. And so it inherently makes competition, especially when you look at things like Twitter, where like your following and your engagement are numbers that you can monetize and compare to others. Is that one of the best and worst things that happen to porn as far as reach are piracy and social media being a requirement.
How do you mean?
Is that now if you're a porn star and you don't have a way for your fans to contact you, that's a detriment to your brand, because your fans expect to be able to reach out to you in some way or see you on pretty much any platform they exist on. So you have to have a Twitter, you have to have a Snapchat, you have to have a Instagram, you have to have all of these things. And it can get exhausting, but also it breeds competition because, like, you look at someone else's follower count. Oh, why don't I have that follower count?
Mhm.
Producers look at it as well, get in contact with people. It's opened things up a great deal, and there are a lot of porn performers that would not have ever gotten a following without social media, myself included. But it does come with its own detriments, you know?
Mhm.
And piracy and the advent of it has made everyone kind of artificially tighten their belts. Um, and porn isn't the spectacle it was even 20 years ago. Like if you look at like the vivid age of porn, the DVD era, as I call it, um, you had porn productions with premieres. You had porn productions with CGI. Like one of the last big DVD era porn movies
CGI?
was,
Sorry.
yeah,
Go ahead.
the Pirates film was a feature-length porn movie that had CGI like ships and backdrops and everything else. Hell, there was an Avatar porn parody that cost $1 million to make. It was in fucking 3D.
What's the Pirates one called?
It's Pirates.
Pirates, yeah.
It's basically Pirates of the Caribbean, but with sex.
Pirate.
And there was a sequel, Stagnati's Revenge.
There was Pirates 2005 film. What the hell? Dude, I'm learning some things about myself right now.
But yeah,
Pirates
it's that you used to have
2005.
these big productions, and you just simply don't have those anymore. Everything is a meat grinder in essence, you know?
Mhm.
And like look at that DVD. It has like what? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 named performers in it.
It's also why pirates? Were pirates a big thing back then?
Yeah, Pirates of the
Yeah.
Caribbean.
Marine
Came out
Yeah,
around
that
then.
was a
Yeah, well,
that
but
was a
I
It was a
didn't.
porn parody, essentially.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Like they were doing a pirate thing because Pirates was big.
Okay.
and then there was the X-Men porn parody, Seamen.
Hold on.
Sex Men is right there, though.
Sex Men. Oh
But I
man.
mean, it doesn't fit in the same font though.
Yeah. There was SpongeBob SquareNuts.
Sorry, I just
Well, that
typed in sex men on Google and I'm like just reading some of the articles, I guess. You know.
But yeah, it's that we have but yeah, there used to be these big spectacles. Now mind you, not as much porn was made, but like you got paid much more fairly, I believe. Now mind you, this is a lot of me like looking back at an industry I wasn't a part of at the time. But I did have some experience with the industry as a distributor of such. I worked at a porn shop for a while, and so I got to see what DVDs were made. And I know that we like to think that porn is super problematic now. It is better than it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Looking at some of the titles, oh, Jesus Christ.
It's really funny.
Would you like to elaborate on that, or is that something we can't say on Twitch?
Babe, are you about to drop the bomb?
Yes.
The really fun one?
Yes, the oh no, there's a Negro in my mom.
Wow, that's our first one! Hey, congratulations, everybody! Wow, you were here!
It's so bad! Christ!
And that was their censored title after they got in trouble for the first one. You can imagine what it was previously.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who could say this on stream.
No,
but
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. You can just
Yeah.
imagine, like, just fill that in. And the Stink Meaner Sailor Moon is a very good image to have for this one. Yeah.
What is this image?
That is Stink Meaner from the Boondocks, with Sailor Moon's hair. But yeah, but yes, porn was terrible, and trans porn even more so. A lot of the modern studios have kind of cleaned up their image and have changed their titles to be more appropriate with the times. But I remember
Ruby changed their whole name and their whole everything.
Are we gonna talk about Groovy, or is that just that?
Little bit.
Okay.
Little bit.
Cool.
It's it is a bittersweet thing because on one hand, it's rough that the entirety of trans pornography and also the body image of a lot of trans women is shaped by what one man jerks off to over the years, which is why it's gone from like super bimbo surgery girls to like super skinny twinks now. Because that's just how one guy's preferences have changed over the years.
It's also,
but also,
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that it's also that there's only one site that's really giving like everyone a chance because they want a lot of content. Like most sites that would pay you for shoots only shoot with like 15 girls. There's one pool, and it's all the like these girls look cis essentially. But there's one studio that will give shoots to just about anyone.
Okay,
And I
about
appreciate
whole-
that, but
about that whole they look cis thing, I take a little bit of umbrage with that because like the whole thing is that it is this really funhouse mirror style effect. It is this weird feedback loop that we have because as we all know, dysphoria is a thing. It's something that we all experience. But at times, especially when you have money, resources, and no like, is that just ass effect in the back?
I'm sorry, what?
behind the window.
What is in the background?
It just said ass. It was like the Mass Effect font.
Oh, this is apparently a full playthrough of, thank God, Mass Effect Andromeda, no, all cutscenes, no HUD.
Oh shit!
It's just like a
Mass
playlist
Effect Andromeda was a video game.
It's just a playlist
But yeah.
of video game things.
But yeah, is that
Oh, yeah.
we have these. And back on topic a little bit is that we have these women who have access to money and surgeries. They are constantly being judged on their appearance in many ways, sometimes publicly by themselves with their dysphoria and by a public that jerks off to them. And when you have the ability to change it, when you have the ability to alleviate the dysphoria, you can, but you can also overcorrect based on what makes you money. And so you have these girls that may go further than they would have had they had not the constant feedback of hundreds of thousands of guys jerking off to them and leaving comments because they can. And so what can be seen as like the pinnacle of beauty in like porn or a photo shoot, if you see them in person, you're like, wow, you don't look like anyone else around you. And that kind of can also feed into the dysphoria because now you're this hyper feminine totem to femininity instead of like an actual girl. Because like it's odd. It's odd how like we've kind of almost surpassed natural femininity as far as like what the standard is. Where it's almost like we're not trying to be the hottest cis girls we can be. We're trying to be the hottest porn stars we can be, and that's a different standard entirely. Like if you ever get to look at like, and sometimes it's put up for just like perverse, like humbling or whatever. But like porn stars without makeup, especially cis porn stars without makeup, they don't look like that 24/7 every day. But that's how we see them. That's the image of them that we know in our minds. And so we try and do that in our everyday. Like, I don't look like my porn pictures every day. Naked doesn't look like her porn pictures every day. We look much more casual, but
I look like shit, and that's great.
How much shit do you look like on a scale of 1 to 10, would you say?
Like,
be nice.
6 or 7 most days. Eyeliner is the thing that fixes my face up. It turns out.
Dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. I put on
Yeah.
eyeliner and all of a sudden I'm like, wow, I'm a cartoon character again. This is great.
Hell
They
yeah.
put me back on TV after I've been canceled for 25 years.
Oh,
Just
back on television.
fantastic. They've put them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you hear they brought Futurama back?
I heard. I don't want to see it.
Okay. Then let's
I'm not-
skip that topic.
Oh no, it's not a bad thing. It's just like it ended. It was good. Not everything needs to constantly be brought back in a strange cycle forever.
I have been brought back in a strange cycle a few times, and I have to admit that it is not the most comfortable. Gender is in the eyelashes. Correct. Thank you, Najbi Zee.
Yeah, that's how cartoons work.
That's how cartoons work.
Listen, you take like let's say a shovel. And you look at that shovel and you're like, wow, that's a tool for digging in the ground. And then you put eyelashes on it and you go, wow, that's a pretty lady.
That's a girl shovel. And you start blushing and being like, oh my god, who invited the girl shovel? What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I actually did the same thing with Percy. Percy... Can I talk about Percy?
Love Percy. Hell yeah.
Percy didn't have eyelashes originally, and I was like, I'm gonna fix that. And so I went at him with a little Sharpie, little rub-a-dub marker. We also... Percy went to his first rave last night. I'm very proud of him.
I saw the pictures. That look cool.
We were just chilling outside mostly. In fact, entirely.
But
still, yeah. From what I heard, the music wasn't very good. Anyway.
Oh.
What am I talking about? Eyelashes in a deli. Call that girl meat. Thank you. That's how I was born. Someone was robbing like a makeup store, and they tripped and spilled all of the eyelashes. And I was like, I rose from that. Anyway.
What kind of meat? If you were a deli meat, what kind would you be?
Pastrami.
Oh, fuck yeah, I love
pastrami.
pastrami.
Corned beef, probably, I think.
Oh. I used to work at delis back in Michigan, and it sucked, but I got to steal a lot of pastrami.
Yeah, that's the best thing about working at a food place is that you can have food for free. No one says you can have food for free, and in fact, a lot of people say you can't, but you can.
Yeah.
Sorry, food is free.
I was the only person working at a deli in a like big store in a fairly big Michigan city. So I took every chance I could to steal things to eat because fuck being the only person working there.
Yeah. Listen, if they're not gonna, and this is not to suggest that they should guard you, but if they're not gonna guard you, then I'm just gonna be taking shit, and that's gonna have to be your problem at the end of the day.
And even if they're going to guard me, it's going to be like when you catch your dog with something in their mouth. I'm just going to start shoveling meats into my face. Like, I'm going to grab a whole, like, garlic bologna loaf and just, like, stuff it down my throat while the security guards try to grab me.
Can I tell you about
And
it?
that's why
Sorry,
I
go
love
ahead.
her.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying that's why I love her.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
How did you two meet?
Oh gosh, this is a good
Oh
one.
god, okay, let's fucking go. Alright, I'm gonna say my side first.
Yeah.
Okay. So, when you're starting in porn, or at least in my personal experience, I found people that I admired and kind of idolized, and people with qualities I wanted to display in my own work. And when Nikki showed up on the scene, she was fucking it. Is that she made funny stuff, it was creative, it had a little bit more production value than it needed. It wasn't just, oh, here's a picture of me naked or hiding my penis, or like,
here's a picture of me penis.
Or here, would you ever date a girl like me? That tired ass fucking trope. It was creative shit, so I was all for it. And then and so I followed her and I started simping hard. I was a reply girl in nearly like every one of her. I still have screenshots of when she liked and retweeted my content.
Oh my god! Sorry, that's so fucking cute.
it was the whole senpai noticed me thing, and I was thinking, oh, well, I'm never going to get up to a point where I can actually see her work or work in a scene with her, but it would be great if that happened ever. And then I got contacted by another performer, which will remain nameless, and
Piece of shit. Yeah, okay.
and we ended up meeting. It was on my second big trip to Vegas. And
Sorry, I did not get distracted with my paper
I'm
dolls.
just seeing the TV fly around. It's cute.
yeah, and just I don't know what possessed me. Oh, I cannot mention this part of the story because it involves substance use.
No, you
The paw
whatever. We use substances all the time.
It's the paw prints. It's okay.
Oh, paw prints. Yeah,
yeah,
we love.
those happen on this stream.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. So there was.
I used to not
I'd
wear shoes at
mentioned-
all. We'd get paw prints all over the fucking place.
But yeah, I'd mentioned in our pre-meeting chats that like I'd had a new bottle of paw prints with me. And
Thank you
then
so
I
much for
mentioned-
using the stupid word. I appreciate that. You have no idea how happy that makes me.
I've used it before because of you, and I've mentioned it to her. I'm like, oh yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
And yeah, I'd mentioned that I brought it with me, and then she asked about it, and I don't know what possessed me because I am a shy person. I know that I show my butthole on the internet, but I am incredibly shy. I would rather get naked in front of a group of people than speak to them. But somehow, like the Riz of the gods came down, and Nikki asked to try them, and I was like, okay, here. And I start intaking some paw prints. And she's like, well, no, I was wondering if I could have. And then I kissed it to her, which I
How do
didn't
you
even know if
kiss
that would
it to
fucking
you?
work.
To another
If you
person?
kiss and then breathe it into the mouth.
Oh, wow. That sounds complicated.
It's like shotgunning weed.
Ah.
Yeah.
Can you taste it? Wouldn't want to taste it.
You can kind of
Slightly,
taste
but it's
it.
not terrible. It's not
Yeah.
great. It's not terrible. It's just kind of chemically.
And it's like, oh.
And I don't know what possessed me to do that within like 20 minutes of meeting her, but I did. And then like is that she filmed that scene with that other performer, and that was cool. And then like afterwards when she's going back to her car, like the car is it's in the fucking is in the garage in the house to the house I was staying at the time. And I'm like, oh, can I walk into your car?
Oh.
And then it's not far. It's just an excuse to spend like 5 more seconds together. And then she's like, okay, bye. And I'm like, bitch, come back here and kiss me. I don't know where that came
my
from.
God.
I have never spoken to anyone like that before. And I was just possessed. Apparently I'd fallen to I'd been bitten by a radioactive like pickup artist or something.
Oh my
And
god. I can't imagine anything
I
more.
mean-
I really hope it was a good pickup artist.
Are there any good pickup artists? Like, are we being real right now?
Forklift drivers.
Yeah.
They're good pickup artists. That's pretty good. That's quality content right there. That's what I'm here for.
They pick things up with the forklift. Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, and that was it for that first night. And then I had booked myself so heavily for that week because I'm not from Vegas. I was in Vegas, so I had booked 12 scenes in 10 days.
Oh wow.
And so I didn't even know if I ever see her again or if that was just it. And then as it turns out, I was booked for another scene with her, and it was for a threesome with Adam.
Who's Adam?
And
A friend of ours who makes like dumbass porn parodies that I've
Oh, fun.
shot a couple of things for him. And can I just interject to discuss Adam's lighting? I'm still mad.
okay, the lighting
Every
was absolute dog shit.
Every time I've worked with Adam, he does great things with other people, and then when I work with him, he's like, "Hey, can we try this new experimental lighting?" And I go, "Okay," and then it looks like ass.
Why don't you tell him no? Why don't you say, like, I'm not...
Because I haven't worked with him since then.
Oh, okay. Understandable.
Yeah, I was going to, like, a year ago shoot Elden Ring porn parody with him, but that kind of fell through.
What Elden Ring character are you?
Oh, no, it was going to be... Okay, dumb as hell, because he didn't know anything about Elden Ring, but he just wanted, like, something to capitalize on that. I wrote a script, and it was speedrun themed.
Oh, cool!
Like, we'd both be, like, 2 players in multiplayer together, starting out as the class that just has, like, the loincloth and the club.
Nice.
Because it's the easiest way. If you do the fuck skip, it clips you right into the Erd tree so you can see the credits.
Cool.
It's a speedrun strat. You just have to fuck.
Hell yeah.
That was what it was going to be, and I love that. The Mega Man.
Thank you.
Lemons.
Yeah. Sorry, I get distracted. I'm like listening, but I also want to do
it's
something
really
with my
cool.
hands. So I'm like, I'll turn this television into Mega Man.
Oh.
For the break, do either of you know what the song from Mega Man that's like, like that one?
Which one, though?
I think it's. Hold on, let me find chat.
Is it the Wily one, or is it...
No, I'm not doing it. I'm like atonal. I don't know what I'm saying.
Let me look real quick. Let me just scroll through Mega Man 2 soundtrack.
Boomer Kuwanger, maybe. No, but Boomer Kuwanger does kind of... Alright, Boomer Kuwanger earns his keep. I'm sorry, I totally interrupted you with all that Mega Man bullshit.
But yeah, so we had another scene together, and it was a 3-way.
Might be Crash Man.
Thank you. You're right.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead.
And it was a hot scene, even though the lighting was absolutely terrible. And okay, I know that
How do you explain this PG-13?
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Get crazy. I'll just mute.
Okay.
I'll close my eyes and it'll be fine. I won't see nothing. Everybody in chat, close their eyes.
And like during the scene, because this was a culmination of pretty much all of my fangirling and all of my simping, is that imagine if this is why my life feels like a movie at times, because I've gotten a lot of things that I wanted that I didn't think were actually possible. And fucking one of my favorite porn stars and having her actually be a decent person was like mind-blowing. And so I have lost all sense of composure. I am just talking shit in the pussy. Like, during the scene, I have lost my composure and I am just talking about just talking about how I like I went from liking your pictures to doing this and all. It was all over the place. I am just rambling because I'm just driven by just like a million days of simping.
But that's so sweet and that's so honest and that's incredible.
Yeah.
And then like the scene ends up. It's still a good scene. It's just lit terribly.
Do you have that recording? Did you play it at your wedding? That'd be adorable. Oh my god.
I wish we could have.
Yeah. It was a very small, quiet, dignified ceremony. But yeah, we the scene ends and we're wrapping up. We're all ready dressed and everything else, and I'm riding a high at this point. I am just elated. And I'm asking, hey, do you want to like maybe after this like go and do something? Like maybe do something. And this is wholly unprofessional of me, and this is going against all of my fucking rules. But I'm just feeling the funk right now, and I just made the ask. And like she's receptive and everything else. And then the guy who had filmed the scene and was our co-star, who'd been sitting over in the corner like drinking his Dr. Pepper and reading his paper, is now like has somehow just like flashpoint teleported like right where we are.
You hear
Excited
the
and ready
Dragon
to
Ball
go.
instant transmission noise.
Yeah. And
Just a
so
sec. I'm gonna put down my headphones. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
I was also gonna go to the bathroom, so after this story, we'll all go to the bathroom together.
Okay.
Sorry, please continue.
And oh god, is that we ended up having a off the camera unofficial three-way.
Cool.
But it was weird because it wasn't really a three-way. Neither of us were really interacting with our third partner in any sort of tangible way. It was kind of like using him as a conduit to screw each other in a way.
Hell yeah. Fuck that guy. Who needs him?
And just a lot of it's a Vegas hotel, so of course there's a mirror behind the headboard, and we're just like looking at each other and sharing like deep eye contact, and it was super duper sweet.
That's a lot of cum.
I knew that there was gonna be like sappy shit on today's episode, but it's been like nonstop just having partners on talking about how much they love each other and how great the world is. Anyway,
yeah,
I'm sitting on a goose egg. I gotta pee like crazy.
Oh no, you go do that.
You go do that.
After the break, we're gonna hear Nikki's side of the story. We're gonna
Hell
talk
yeah.
shit about Steve Gruby, and then we might do chat questions. Who knows?
Hell yeah.
See you in a second.
Don't go away. Roddy and friends will be right back.
This is definitely trip music. That's what we're gonna label it from now on, guys. Trip music. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn
Are
it
we
on
on?
again.
Head
Yeah,
music.
you are. Of course you are. Of course
Does
you are.
something to your head.
Time to melt.
Our story, I think, like everybody else in the business, has some similarities. You don't go through this business and up its ranks without experiencing some of the challenges and some of the rewards along the way. A lot of them are things that you share in common with everybody else that you know in the business. That's why you have this kind of common bond of friendship, companionship. You find out that somebody else is in the business with you. It's something you know they've got something in common with you. You got to go against the grain. You got to swim upstream against the current. You got to be among the 5% instead of sitting around watching the boob tube or the hair off the back of the head, as we say, just going along with the other 95%. And that's neat. That, I think, is what makes our organization strong. That's to go against the grain. Upstream against the current. That's to be among the 5%. Thank you for that warm reception. That's standing on the chairs waving their napkins. That's because they're all our story, I think, like everybody else in the business, has some similarities. You don't go through this business up its ranks without experiencing some of the challenges and some of the rewards along the way. And a lot of them are things that you share in common with everybody else that you know in the business. That's why you have this kind of common bond of friendship, companionship. You find out that somebody else is in the business with you. That's to go against the grain. Got to swim upstream against the current. That's to be among the 5%. That's to swim upstream against the current. That's to be among the 5%. Instead of sitting around and watching the boob tube or the hair off the back of the head, as we say, just going along with the other 95%. And that's neat. That, I think, is what makes our organization strong. Guts.
And now, back to the show.
Whoa, hi, welcome back. Oh my god, hi.
Hello.
It's so nice to see you.
Oh, behind the couch.
Well, we had to get
That's
rid of
cool.
that terrible flying robot that was trying to, kill my ass. And Mega Man, who, I don't generally believe that anyone is really better than anyone else, but Mega Man is better than me. That's for darn certain. Think about how
Mega Man could kick my ass.
Well, that's not really what I wasn't really thinking about that.
I wasn't saying that you were. I'm just saying that that could happen to me. That is a very real physical possibility.
Anna, do you think you could take Mega Man in a fight? Be honest.
Which Mega Man? Are we talking about
Little baby Mega Man, like the little toddler that has a robot suit.
But if you look at the box art for him, he was a grizzled old man in that first game.
Was he?
Yeah.
I thought he
look
was.
up Mega Man box art. Mega Man American box art.
Jamie, pull up Mega Man. box art. My friend Landy is telling me about. Oh man, this is despicable. Folks, close your eyes if you don't want to have your image of Mega Man forever ruined. What on earth? This is not how he's supposed to be a little Astro Boy toy. Pardon?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's get a real Mega Man on this here screen. Ooh, I forgot that Astro Boy doesn't wear a shirt most of the time. That might be a problem. Let's find out. That's a web PNG. I can't use that.
But just, he's just wearing a suit and has a gat. That was Mega Man.
That's him. Here we go. Astro Boy. Look at this. This is the Mega Man you want. This is your little Mega Man. It's like it's you know, do. Not the fuck, not sad RoboCop.
That's a weird old man.
But I mean, like, Astro Boy had his problems as well. Do you remember his Gatling gun?
I don't remember
Oh, no.
Astro Boy's Gatling gun.
He fires out of his ass.
Does he?
Like he has.
What?
He has a hip Gatling gun, and it fires out from behind.
Oh no.
So he poops bullets at high velocity at his enemies, at his adversaries.
I don't want him
Who
to do
among
that.
us?
I don't want him.
Who among us?
Have you ever shit on an enemy? I feel like that's more common in your line of work.
Yes, actually, I have shit on someone I consider my enemy by accident.
Awesome. Great.
I pissed on one of mine.
Oh,
That was
great.
satisfying.
I've
yeah.
had an enemy shit on me,
Oh no.
and that was bad because it was like
Well, it's the, you know, that's the game, right?
it shouldn't be, because there's again someone who will remain nameless.
Yeah, sorry I'm asking you to like put your career
No,
on
it's
the
okay.
line for my silly jokes.
No, it's okay. But someone who will remain nameless, who I worked with super early on. Usually, when you're doing the stuff we do, you clean out your butt, and you do it thoroughly.
I clean out my butt just for fun sometimes. I'm like feeling a little dirty back there. I'd like to fix that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this girl, how she would do it was she would get in the shower, ram 4 fingers up there, open it up, and just let some water trickle in.
No.
And I didn't
that's
know.
not
I did
good
not
enough.
know. I didn't know that that's how she did that until we were working together. And it's like, wow, this is oh bud, oh no,
There's some stuff back here, buddy. There's some
terrifying.
blurrables back here, friend.
What? But yeah, and the audience questions, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we were gonna talk
What-
about. There was apparently a
Oh,
your
yeah.
side to the story of your eternal love.
Yeah, my side is just that early on when she was just pining for me constantly, I was like, "Oh wow, I know that girl. She's on Twitter. We've talked a couple of times. She seems cool. I'd like to work with her sometime."
Aw.
Just oblivious. And we missed each other a couple of times. And then yeah, we finally met up in Vegas there. And I was just like, oh yeah, this is going to be nice. And we ended up hanging out a lot that whole week, doing a bunch of shoots together. And every time one of those really romantic things happened, I went, oh, she's really nice. I want to work with her again. That was cool. She's a good friend. Like, full on
dear.
dipshit.
What-
And then after, yeah.
I was gonna say, what broke you out of that?
Well, oh gosh. So a little while after that. Oh, we haven't even gotten to okay. So after that week in Vegas, she just keeps calling me. And it's like, oh, I want to talk about the scenes we did. I want to talk. I'm like, you know, you can just like call to talk to me. You don't have to call about work. So we end up talking a lot. And then she asks me to be her date to the T Awards in LA. And we go and we're hanging out for the pre-party, and everyone thinks that we're already together because we're just kind of all over each other having a good time at the pre-party.
Oh, the pictures. Oh, God.
And then the next day, we were going to work with some other people, but the girls that were going to work with Anna had to cancel because they got way too fucked up the night before.
Oh dear.
Meanwhile, I had gotten really fucked up the night before as well, but back then I had a good alcohol tolerance, so I woke up fine. So I went over to her hotel, we shot a scene together, and then it was like, hey, why don't we just hang out together for the rest of the night? And we went to an arcade, we wandered around Hollywood, it was great.
That sounds beautiful.
And then the next day for the actual awards, through awful circumstances, I was very sad that day because of some wild shit that had happened. So I am trying to get very drunk. And my ex at the time, who was there with me, went, hey, there's this guy who wanted to buy us drinks. And long story short, I got roofied by a fucker dressed as a vampire with a super fake British accent.
Dude, the vampire.
Like full on red satin shirt, red leather trench coat, sunglasses inside at night.
I don't want to ask anything triggering, but did you have someone around? Were you okay?
Well, that's what happened. I didn't know what had happened because you don't expect that. So apparently I ended up sitting outside of the awards room in the lobby, and Anna came and sat with me and made sure I was okay.
Oh.
And apparently, during that whole time, in between apologizing, I told her that I loved her.
Oh.
And she made sure I got home safe. And then a week later, when we were calling each other, she's like, hey, did you still mean that? And I went, yeah, I did. And then we're together.
I'm sorry, I'm so blown away. I always feel like that keeping each other safe is kind of one of the most beautiful things we can do. And so I'm just kind of I'm a little struck by that. That's incredible. That's
and
sorry, go ahead.
You're okay, and we've been trying to take care of each other ever since.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, it's I didn't realize how lonely I was and how lonely my life was until she moved down. It was wild how I was just this weird porn making work going automaton that would come home from a shoot, unpack my bag, get ready to go to work, sometimes the next day, sometimes even the same day, and just come home make myself the quickest one-person meal possible and interact with next to no one, because at my day job I barely interact with anyone, so I was living this incredibly lonely life, and Nikki stepped in and she changed that. That I owe her possibly my life over that.
Oh, I definitely owe her my life, because when I was in Vegas, I was a machine that was turning cocaine into content.
Well, and it also sounds like there's a more literal, yeah, this chick stopped me from getting kidnapped a little bit.
Oh yeah, that, and also that I stopped doing a bunch of drugs in Vegas. Cause yeah, no, it's damn who was it that said cocaine is a hell of a drug?
Rick James.
Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan.
He probably thought.
I'm thinking about how his wife sucked dick real good.
Do you think she holds up to modern standards?
I don't think so. It might be like marijuana, where back in the day, the stuff that would knock you on your ass and kill you is just normal today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so one time I was in Vegas, and I was shooting with this guy who just big, buff dude, has this really kind of hard public persona. He was really sweet. He had a nice cat.
Aww.
And after we finish, he's like, "Hey, do you want some weed?" And I go, "Sure." And he gets it out, and he was like, I do have to warn you, this is the stuff my girlfriend buys. It's really fucking strong. I don't know why she buys it this strong. Be careful."
Were you okay?
Oh yeah, I was. It was just funny that like this big like hard ass guy. It's just yeah. My girlfriend buys my weed and it's way too strong. I wish she would get less strong
I'm
weed.
so scared of my strong weed girlfriend. I love
Yeah,
I love
essentially.
her incredible tolerance, but God, does she scare me?
Oh, that was
is
also
me
the
every day.
oh. That was also the scene that I did where, if you listen really closely in the background, you can hear the movie Spirited Away, because he had been watching that before I showed up and just left it on, just turned it down.
Just had sex. Was he watching it?
Vaguely, I was also watching it.
You just did a whole scene where you were like, Spirited Away. 101 Dalmatians is my favorite.
I mean,
dog movie.
Oh god, no, not dog movie. So
dog movie?
Okay. So I used to go to a bunch of furry sex parties in California,
Nice, me
in
too.
the Bay Area. And
just kidding.
Well, one time.
But I would love to. Send me an invite.
One time it was near the end of the night. Me and my friends were all very fucked up, and we were all just kind of in a pile together. And someone put on All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh no.
And we're all laying there, vaguely fucking half asleep, and we forgot the name of the movie, so we just called it Dog Movie. And then, because of the way the people's like system that they'd use for movies work, because they put on like playlists of stuff for parties.
Mm-hmm.
Then it turns to Bolt.
Oh, nice.
And we had no idea what the fuck that was, so that was Dog Movie 2.
Nice.
So we had no idea how exactly the sequel worked or how it connected to Dog Movie, but Dog Movie 2 was good.
Which did you prefer, Dog Movie or Dog Movie 2?
I prefer Dog Movie.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of consensus. Anna, do you have an opinion?
I have not seen. Actually, I have not seen Dog Movie. I have seen Dog Movie's actual sequel, All Dogs Go to Heaven 2, which is odd. Because I was born in the generation in which, like, I should have seen All Dogs Go to Heaven 1, but didn't. That was one Don Bluth movie I missed.
I'm so sorry. Dogs don't go to heaven for you anymore. That's how it works.
Oh no, is that the second one is even weirder slightly? It is where Charlie, spoilers for All Dogs Go to Heaven 2, just letting y'all know. Close your ears if you're not wanting to hear the ending of like a, at this point, 20-year-old movie.
Definitely watch the movie though.
2 spoilers.
Yeah. Charlie comes back from the afterlife because heaven is too perfect and he can't hustle people anymore.
Oh no.
With this weird like collar that he's gotten from Scarface to make himself flesh and blood again, but apparently like the cat devil had given it to them. And yeah, it was a whole lot. It was all Don Bluth movies or anything tangentially related to that or to that creator all just have some sort of like inherent trauma in watching them at that age because he was trying to make modern like Brothers Grimm fairy tales, essentially modern Grimm fairy tales where they were dealing with dark subjects in a way that a child could understand. But and especially compared to like today's child movie standards, child media standards in general, where there's like no traumatic actions at all. These
Spider-Man died that one time. Come on, Spider-Man died.
Kinda, yeah.
Spider-Man's died a lot.
No, but he does. That's what it is. That's trauma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, okay, let's compare like The Secret of Nim, where it's the entire main plot point. A main plot point is that they've been experimenting on these rodents and they became hyper intelligent. And there is this sagely owl that like eats mice and things, and this kid has asthma, and if he doesn't get his medicine, he's gonna fucking die. And there's a point where their little like cigar box house is getting rained on, and they're about to drown in muck. And just why put the characters in this sort of peril? Why?
It's tension. It's beautiful. I love to see small creatures having fear. It's great.
And just
what do I mean by that? Sorry, go ahead.
And then you have like An American Tale of Five Goes West, where like the daughter of like this pseudo Russian immigrant mouse is seduced to working in what essentially is a brothel as a singer. And
mouse brothel.
God, I could go for a fucking mouse brothel right now. I would kill to fuck a room full of mice right now. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't even say anything like that, so I don't know what you're talking about.
But the thing that's fucked up about it is that it is just very clearly like underage mouse brothel. It's wild.
Not good.
Thank you, Mr. Bluth. Very cool.
And
well, now I feel. Can we let's keep the full context of me now knowing that it's apparently.
Yeah.
Wow, what a great back and forth we just had.
You're on record. It's okay.
I'm on record.
Yeah.
Things have been saved.
But yeah, also, and then we're back a Dinosaur Story. That fucking movie.
Who was the fucking dinosaur voiced by? It was a weird. Who was it?
Don Bluth.
I don't even remember. But yeah, is that okay, so these dinosaurs are there's this guy that's kind of like this omnipotent god figure who is a billionaire, and he's made his billions off this cereal that enhances intelligence. And so he just grabbed and he has this radio that hears the wishes of the world, this omnipotent radio. And to make the wishes of children happen, he grabs these dinosaurs from like the Cretaceous period, force feeds them this cereal to make them intelligent, and then brings them to modern day New York, so like mid-90s New York, right? And they're given a very simple purpose: to get to the Museum of Natural History so the kids can see them, right?
Those dinosaurs were the only dinosaurs to ever witness the Twin Towers.
That's true. And they're the only ones who will ever witness those dang towers.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the kids, there are two main kids in the story, and they're voiced by like major Simpsons voice actors and actresses. And they want to run away and join the circus because like one of them's like a runaway and the other one's like a really prissy girl. And like he warns them like God did about, hey, my fucked up brother is out there and he's probably going to want to use these dinosaurs for something terrible. Don't interact with him at all. And of course, them being like 8 years old, they run into him, and they do, and they sign this contract in blood to become performers for his act. And he has this pill that he gives them called Brain Drain, which is the antidote to Brain Grain cereal, and turns them into like
Brain Drain.
I forgot it.
Turns them into like fucking monkeys.
Fun.
And they are exhibits in this actually sinful pornographic circus that he has.
Shout out to the sinful pornographic circus, by the way.
And the dinosaurs find out the kids have been essentially just abducted and turned into apes. And so they make a Faustian bargain with him to just take their place. And so they take the fucking pills and they become primordial beasts again. And
I wish I could do that. That sounds cool.
I would love to become a beast.
And then
I will turn back into a bug.
And then in one of the images that like is like Hiroshima shadowed on my brain right now.
Oh my god.
Is like the guy who runs the circus called Professor Screw Eyes because he has a screw for an eye. his like left eye is just a screw drilled into his fucking skull, right?
Mhm.
And they, through the power of friendship, they save each other and they hug the dinosaurs and they gain their sentience back, and they fly off and away, and just the people in the circus leave and he's by himself.
Hmm.
And he has the most primal fear of all, that he is afraid of being left alone, and now he's finally alone. And the crows start circling, the ravens start circling, and they engulf him in crows, and all that is left is his fucking screw for his eye.
Oh no.
And then the movie ends with like the dinosaurs going back to the Museum of Natural History, and that's kind of how the movie ends. But just why this arc?
No,
Why
it's
the
a
Hell
lot.
Circus? Why the being engulfed by crows? Why the Alfred Hitchcocking?
I'm
The dude that had no belly button, bringing it back around.
Dude, the conceptual symmetry is incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing
But
that.
yes, all those movies were just like, you look at them now, and you're like, what the fuck was I just sat in front of and watching like randomly? But the 80s and early 90s, the VHS generation suffered innumerable traumas, which is probably why we're in the state that we're in now, because like oversight and film and children's media was a fairly new concept at the time. And so a lot of like kids content or things that were deemed acceptable for children to endure were not like vetted at all. Like there were kids cartoons for Toxic Crusaders. RoboCop had multiple animated series actually, and so did Rambo, and even Terminator
Oh,
2.
that's the one where Santa is implied to have made bombs for the Nazis in the Rambo Christmas special.
Excuse me?
Yeah, no, that's the thing. In the Rambo cartoons Christmas special, they meet Santa, and it is implied that he made weapons for the Third Reich, and then after he was freed from that, he turned to making toys, and he knew Rambo because Rambo helped save his ass.
That's pretty well, if he was doing it against a lot of good people were doing things against their will for the Nazis.
Do you think he was still laughing like Santa while he was drawing up plans for something and just going?
I think he was probably like having these sort of flash forward moments where he predicted the horrors of I mean, let's put the tiger on the table and yell at it, the Holocaust. I changed my mind. I don't want to think about the Holocaust right now. Do we want to do chat questions?
Yes, I'd love to.
What an incredible segue. What's your favorite color, Nikki and Anna?
Mine's pink.
I think that honestly our theme colors for our porn is also just very indicative of what our favorite colors are. Is that Nikki's is pink, mine is like a red, black, or maroon. I like a deep wine or burgundy color. Kind of a mixture of the reds and blacks. I've always loved those colors. I was a 2000s era emo and goth kid, so yeah, those are my colors.
Hell yeah. I like red too.
Hell yeah. That's good.
Abacus wants to know, when did you stop worrying about people finding out you did P word? Sorry.
Yeah. So, I started in like May 2020, and when I stopped giving a shit about any of that was December 2020, because I ended up like Christmas Eve telling my mom what I do for work, and she was surprisingly okay with that, and my entire family that I still talk to knows, and all of my friends know, so it's just kind of like there's no real issue. Sometimes I just message my mom and I'm like, hey, I'm traveling, I'm gonna be shooting in whatever city, and she's like, oh, have fun. So I just don't really care.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I still kind of do. Most everybody important in my life now knows besides my parents. My parents are Jehovah's Witnesses currently.
Oh. Sorry, not
they
O. I
converted
didn't mean
after-
that.
No, that's very much an O. That is very much an O. It wasn't something that I grew up with. They did that in my early 20s after I'd left the house. And then I returned after like some pratfalls and some things. And one thing that the Jehovah's Witnesses do is that they read the Bible from cover to cover in a year. That is one of like their big feats. They do that every year. They are very, very biblically focused, which is why they're so kind of batshit. Because they take the text literally. And they apply as many things as like can feasibly be done literally. And so I know that like me being trans is something that my mom had to come back around to being even slightly okay with. We're not on the best terms with that now. I don't think the whole porn thing would do all that well in test groups, honestly. My sister knows, my partners know, of course. My work knows, my civilian job knows, everyone knows that really needs to. But during transition, a lot of my family just kind of gently pushed away from the table politely and just decided not to talk anymore. So I don't have them to worry about that much anymore. And if they were ever to see me in any of that content, we'd both have a secret to keep. So yeah, there we go.
Yeah. That's not really something you bring up. Look, guess what I was seeking out and found.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my answer to that question.
Thank you for your excellent answer to that question.
I made a milk stop experiencing whimsy.
I took out Disneyland because we're not allowed to. Actually,
you don't have to. I'm glad that you took it. Also, the ice cream looks fucked up because the clip art that I had was chocolate ice cream, and dogs can't have chocolate, so I made it vanilla.
It looks good though. It looks worse with the bar, doesn't it? It's just.
It's funny though. Do whatever you need to do.
Looks like it looks like a fun little boob from a hentai.
Oh.
The censorship bars, the thinnest censorship bars in the land.
Here, hold on. Let me make it as thin as possible. That's actually not a good idea.
No, it's.
Do you ever feel strange because the sops are like very strange shapes?
They are very strange shapes because like French bulldogs are just really fucked up. We done fucked up that dog lineage real good, and that's why baby Frenchies are just ovals. And I find videos of them, and people ask like, "Hey, how do they fix themselves if they get rolled on their back?" And it's like they just have to learn. So I've seen videos of like this dog breeder that just has like 3 of these little fucking egg dogs rocking back and forth on their backs like turtles, because no, you gotta learn how to do that.
These little turtle dogs.
They're just so strangely shaped, and I love them. And
I'm strangely shaped.
Same.
I have a long torso and short legs, and that's something I'm self-conscious about. Anyway, Nej, you're gonna have to tell me how your name is pronounced, because I still don't get it. Are you furries? Does it get brought up in the field of your job? Are you furries?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Can I see your persona?
Oh, yeah. I just went to Furry Weekend Atlanta. I sent you it as one of the possible things.
I have yours. I don't have Anna's.
I don't have commissioned art just yet.
Okay. I see.
I'm perpetually broke.
You've got like a Doc Ock backpack, but it's one big hand.
Ooh,
and it
but
holds a sock.
she's a hyena.
That's a hyena?
Yes. No, she's...
Oh, you're a hyena.
Mine's a Papillon. Little Papillon dog.
Hold on.
But yeah,
wait, grab the sensor bar off of the sop and put it on the
goal.
Wait, did that have...
There we go.
Oh, it does have. Well, nobody look.
Not okay. Oh, I like the paper doll vibes just filling up the screen.
Yeah, I had something going with the markers, and then I kind of went overboard. But I'm fine with that.
But yeah, is that I am a hyena. I've had an entire evolution over my first donuts because like there's been several animals over the course of my life that I've resonated with, hyena being the most recent. And if you look closely, you can probably gather my fetish evolution as well over those, but we're not going to go too deep into that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Started
do
out
I
as
have
a
a?
cat girl. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was trying to find out if I have a picture of my old Sona, because I used to have an acorn weevil, and it kind of transitioned with me. The first couple of pictures of them, have big hoodies on.
Man,
There.
that makes me
There.
feel like I'm falling behind because all pictures of me have a big hoodie on.
I like big hoodies. I wear them, but I can't now because it's too hot in Florida.
Yeah, it's definitely hot outside.
Snake.
Acorn weevil.
But yeah, I was a cat girl for a while, even before like transition was a thought in my head. I was a cat girl.
Hell yeah.
And then I was a skunk girl, and now I'm a hyena.
Hell yeah. What brought you to hyena?
Actually, the interesting traits with gender and sexuality amongst hyenas,
Hell
it
yeah.
resonated very well.
Dude, I've been watching.
But yeah.
My laundromat around the corner has a TV. I put on a hyena documentary at some point. Some guy comes and sits next to me. We're both watching the hyena documentary. They start talking about the hyena's penises a lot. And this guy's just watching, and I'm just watching. I don't know what to do. I'm like scared out of my mind.
Oh.
And I survived by the skin of my teeth. Anyway, that's not relevant, but also I know I've on the hyenas.
All this bench.
Oh. But yeah, I'm a pretty big furry. I haven't done any of the like furry trips to Mecca though. I haven't gone to a con. I haven't gotten commissioned art of myself yet. I'm still considered technically a very baby fur. Wait, no,
that's a
not the word to
different.
say.
Those verbs are.
Yeah,
that's the
something
different
else.
thing.
Yeah.
I just went to Furry Weekend Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh hey, cool hyena, dude.
All this spinch.
All this spinch, and still you aren't tasty.
Oh, that picture. There was a time where, after a shoot that me and Anna did with some friends, we all get in someone's car and we're gonna go get dinner, and Anna's falling asleep and is trailing off with what she's saying. There is 30 seconds of silence, and then we just hear from the distance behind us, "Oh, this bench," and she passes out.
That's perfect. I used to be a fall asleeper with weed.
Oh.
And now I'm a stay awaker.
I am very much a fall asleeper with weed. Because people tell me, there's all these strains. This strain does this. This strain does this. No, it's weed. I smoke it. I go to bed.
And I fall asleep.
Everybody confused me too, so I fall asleep.
Nejbizu wants to know, if Mega Man absorbed you, what powers would he get? No mean and if I hear a single self-deprecating word, I'm canceling the rest of this season.
I was gonna say either weird voice mimicry or anal capacity.
Nice.
One of those is funny.
Yeah. Anna?
Okay, mechanical aptitude or paw print tolerance.
Why tolerance? Surely the efficiency of only having to use one is
No.
She has built up to the point that she could survive in an entirely amyl atmosphere.
Oh, that's so cool. We should send you to space. See what happens.
Is space full of ammo?
It's definitely not air. Also, stop saying ammo, you freak.
Okay. Sorry.
We have a whole goofy little name for it, and all of a sudden you're like,
Do I look like I know what?
I simply don't. Hi, I need to clean my VHS machine, please. Thank you.
Oh, that reminds me of something. When you're talking about like VHS kids movies and stuff. When I was a kid, I at one point almost.
Oh, hey,
ate,
speak of the devil.
Oh hey, let me do it. I see that. I'm gonna do it myself. Oh, but yeah, when I was a kid, I ate some tape out of a VHS once.
Why?
What happened?
I don't know.
Hello?
Hey.
Had to go to my...
Girl, no.
Patches wants to know, what's something you wish people didn't know about porn? Tell us your secrets. Tell us the secrets you want to keep secret. Oh man, I love these potions.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I feel like I'm
Okay.
gonna throw up. That's weird.
Oh no, are you okay?
Yeah, but also like some of the best times of my life have been times where I felt like I wanted to throw up. So
I get that.
just like, woo! Sorry.
You amateurs, 2 seconds. Tabbies.
Can I get a woof woof bark bark in chat, pretty please? From whoever's here. I know there are 16 of you here. I need to see 16 woof woof bark barks in that chat room right now. Oh man.
Oh.
Do you ever get sweaty all over and you feel like a tacky little Greek
Yes.
boy?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome.
Oh. I was gonna say a thing, I forgot.
What was it? About Paw Prints?
No. Oh, it was about dog girl. Trying to remember. I can't remember. I'm dumb as hell.
Are you
But
talking about the transition that like the cultural shift between like
cat girls to puppy girls to whatever comes next.
Exactly.
Ferret girls, by the way.
Oh fuck yeah!
They sent me
love
an email
ferret.
about it. They said ferret girls are next. I'm so excited.
Love this animal, the frot. They're so sweet. I had a friend that had a ferret, and she was so wonderful.
Well, you talk about frauding. Ferrets are really the perfect size and shape to like aid that kind of congress between two people. You know what I mean?
Well, when two ferrets are like rubbing on each other, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah, and I love rubbing on. Oh man, I haven't had these in a while, and my head hurts. Like I have a little bit of a headache.
Oh no. Okay.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
But things that I wish people didn't know about porn. I'm trying to think.
Hey, Slug
and I
Bunny.
can't think of.
Bunny girls have
Hey.
already passed. Bunny
Girls
girls
are
passed in the fucking late 80s. Come on. They make lighters with bunny girls on them now. Don't pretend like you're up and coming. My dad knows.
Judy Hopps.
My dad has.
You had Judy Hopps. You had
I was thinking about the Playboy bunnies, which are a sort of bunny girl for the masses.
Yeah.
Slug girls.
Slug girls. Yeah.
I saw an incredible picture of a slug earlier. Hold on, let me find it.
Oh fuck yeah. I ended up getting somehow a picture I found of a sea slug that I just posted because I thought it was cute. Got huge on Twitter for no particular reason. Because I called it a bunny. And then everyone started making Bloodborne jokes, and now it's at like 7,000 likes and a whole bunch of bullshit.
I love it when I don't get the joke. Here we go. Now, I think this is a slug in disguise, obviously. This is a slug disguised as a guy. And I'm not stupid, like I understand.
That's cool as hell.
Mhm.
I want that mask.
Would you do like awful jigsaw activities with your slug mask?
Yes.
All right, cool. I'm glad to hear it.
Jigsaw is a murderer.
No, come on. He's just
Yeah,
a guy.
I'm aware.
He's just a little dude.
I would do some very interesting. I do like that.
Wait,
with
shit,
the-
fuck, I forgot to ask about Steve Groovy. Alright, now I feel stupid. Who cares? Fuck that guy. He doesn't need more attention.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
With
Going to bed.
I was gonna say with the new Saw movie being Saw X, I want to see titles of articles when it comes out that calling it like Socks, because then you have like, oh my god, Socks rocks.
Yeah.
If it's good, and then you could say that it sucks if it's bad.
Let me find a picture of Tobin Bell.
Hmm.
Now, you guys are gonna have to stick with me here. Apparently, I've already downloaded this image of Tobin Bell onto my hard drive, and it said, "Do you want to replace Tobin_Bell 24612 with this new version?" Now, stick with me here. Never
I'm
mind.
sticking. I'm
All right,
looking.
let's not. You know what? Sometimes I'm wrong.
What?
I don't get to be right all the time, and that's fine.
Well, what were you wrong about? It's Tobin.
That is Tobin. Hey, is there anything you want to talk about that we didn't talk about?
Not really. We've been just all over the fucking place. And
Yeah.
It's been great.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
It was
I
really
like
nice.
just vibing. I like not just getting the basic porn questions like, "Oh my god, how do you do this for work? What do you do this?" And just
I hope I didn't do the basic ones. I
No, you
tried my
didn't.
best.
Because
Oh,
the thing is,
thank
with
you.
a lot of the people, like, it's the one question that we always seem to get is like people just going like, "How do you do that? Like, how can you fuck without having like a bond with someone?" How? And it's like, because it's acting. I get on set and I talk to a friend and I go, "Hey, well, let's do a scene," and they go, "Yeah." And then we do one, and then I go out and get dinner with them usually afterwards, because it's like, "Woo, we finished rap party. Let's go get
That's fun.
food."
That's probably more than I would do. Why am I still blushing? I'm not.
That's cute.
I was embarrassed by
I
it.
love all the little faces.
Thank
that
you.
she
Look at
got.
all that. Check this one out.
Oh,
This one's called Get Real. Anyway,
I love that.
wow.
Get real.
I'm so sweaty.
I understand.
Patches, I
It's-
hope you're okay with the fact that you brought this all to a roaring halt by
The question, how sex?
Sex good.
Sex good, yes, very sex good.
I have complicated feelings about sex.
Same.
Yeah.
Great. I'm glad we figured that out.
Yeah.
Real Anna Andrews, Nikki Ofan on Twitter. Go check them out. I can't say go check them out, but you know, don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
coming on.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Anna, you
It's
said
always fun.
one more thing to say?
Oh, I was saying that for Nikki, it's Miss Nicola.
Oh, okay.
That's my work account. Nikki Fun is I post pictures of little dogs and jokes about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure cops.
Hell yeah.
If someone were to go to my page from that, they would not find pictures of little dogs.
Mm.
Just
Yeah.
putting that out there.
There would be fetch though.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good
Good
night.
night, everyone.
Hell yeah.